welcome to the Blizzard comedy broadcast Avalanche, brought to you by Blizzard Comedy, funnily enough. My name is UMBY WINTERS. I'm your guest host for this evening. I'm replacing Johnny Collins, who couldn't be here today, sadly too gay to function. It's true. Obviously, as the first guest host that I'm aware of that needs to fill in for Johnny, I have very big shoes to fill. But as a person who was assigned male at birth, who wears clothes that don't fit that, I'm just frankly very happy to finally have some shoes that I don't have to squeeze into for once. So I'm going to do some jokes to let you keep up with the news from the past month, and then I'll introduce our panelists. So, if you've been living under a rock for the past month, what have you missed? Well, Labour leader of the opposition, Keir Starmer, came under fire this month for visiting a church that expresses homophobic views. Personally, I'm surprised to learn that Starmer is a churchgoer, given that they're the one place where you can't sit in the middle. Pop duo Jedward, who are best known as Ireland's Revenge for the Troubles, have been active on social media lately, berating people like Simon Cowell and Piers Morgan, defending trans people, and just generally having left-leaning opinions. When you think about it, there's actually no better musical act than Jedward for spreading progressive views. Most artists would be told to shut up and stick to music, but with Jedward, even the far right are like, yeah, whatever, promote Marxism, just don't give us another Ice Under Pressure mashup. Many of you, I'm sure, had forgotten about that mashup, but I'm sorry to remind you all. That should have been a content warning. Anthony Hopkins made history last night for winning the Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role at 83, the oldest person ever to do so, beating out fellow actors Riz Ahmed and the late Chadwick Boseman. And finally, a victory for old white men. Hopkins starred in The Father, the story of a senile old man struggling with dementia, though personally I think it's a bit early in his term for them to make a biopic of Joe Biden. Reality TV star Caitlyn Jenner announced this week that she plans to run for governor of California, and though many think this is a publicity stunt that won't go anywhere, unfortunately for Californians, she is very good at running. And that is how you make a Caitlyn Jenner joke that isn't transphobic. Take notes, Twitter. Yes, another celebrity with zero qualifications running for governor of California. Feeling like she was stealing his act, Arnold Schwarzenegger married a Kardashian and started transitioning today. A poll among educators show that 98% of teachers oppose the idea of implementing longer school days and shorter holidays to help kids catch up on time missed due to COVID. 98% oppose that idea. Unsurprisingly, the 2% that do support the idea are parents. Netflix are reportedly having trouble finding someone to play Prince Andrew in the next season of The Crown, and I'm sure it must be hard finding older men in Hollywood who can draw on experience and preying on vulnerable kids.
Laughed me in hell on that one, thanks, Zombie.
Yes, Prince Philip died this month. The constant coverage of his death and the aftermath broke the record for the number of complaints received by the BBC. It dethrones the previous record holder, any advert showing a smiling black woman. And that's the news of the past month, so let's meet our team captains for today. So we've got Tom B and Bobbie Jones.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm all right. I'm decent. I've started a new job. That's fun.
What's the job? Or is that
it's the same thing. I'm working one-on-one with an ADHD child, only instead of Oldham, this one's in Bolton. That's the only difference. But lockdown's gone on far too long, because I genuinely said to Kat last night, just like, you know what, it's just a nice change of scenery to be in Bolton.
Oh, no.
Not being outside for long. How are you, Bobbie?
I'm doing okay, thank you. Contrary to your good news career-wise, I got 2 job rejections today.
I thought you were going to say you got 2 jobs. I'm like, that's...
No, 2 rejections. I got rejected twice.
I was going to say, in this climate, you greedy bitch.
I know. I'm hogging all the rejections for myself. Apart from that, I'm doing fine. Currently broadcasting from a flat above an off licence, and I've got my window wide open, so the customers downstairs have got a free show. So
very
that's
nice.
Good. Yeah, very, very nice. And I've got lots of Legend of Zelda cuddly toys.
Cute.
Yeah, and if you all behave, like if my team behave, then I will treat them to a site of Plushy Link. Because that's the kind of bastard I am.
Just real quick, what is your favourite Link? Like, which one is the best in your opinion?
Okay, so this one that I've got pinned against the wall because he's been naughty. But no, actually Twilight Princess Link because he's fit. And when he's angry, it's really hot.
Maybe this says more about me, but I think personally there's no fitter Link than Gerudo Disguise Link. But...
Oh, yeah, my lock screen. Okay, let me show you my lock screen.
Yeah.
That is my lock screen.
Here's the thing. Here's my hot take. Gerudo Link has done more for trans liberation than J.K. Rowling ever has.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I
don't mean to set myself as the villain of the show already, but I feel straighter right now. That's like Sexy Link's really unnerved me.
Well, we don't have time to unpack all of that because
I don't want to.
We have to meet our panelists. So, first we're meeting Bobbie's team. It's Rue, STELLIN, and Mark Grimshaw. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How do you feel about sexy midriff Link?
Needs cat ears.
He does need cat ears.
Yeah.
I have no opinions either way on the subject. I've purely prepared opinions based on the news, not versions of Link.
Have you heard the news that the version of Link on Bobbie's phone has been voted Sexy as Link UK?
Don't fucking do this to me, Tom.
That's just because it's on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what she looks at as the BBC notification comes up. Therefore, it's new.
Yeah. Can I request a different team because my team are very apathetic towards Sexy Link, and I don't think we're gonna gel.
I'm not apathetic. I actively dislike it.
Tom, you are not on Bobbie's team. We cannot stress this enough.
Stop trying to be on my team.
I can't help it. I just want to be on Bobbie's team.
Everyone wants to be on Bobbie's team, apart from potential employers. So,
Should we all just form one team? Fuck the system. Let's all be on Bobbie's team.
Yeah. Listen, we wouldn't
Bobbie Jones versus the world.
We wouldn't be a true leftist stream if we didn't all gather under the one umbrella of Marxism quism. Marxism quism. I had a little.
Johnny goes for one episode and we form a coup.
It's not a coup, it's a Soviet Union. There is a difference. The coup is when America invades us to destabilize us.
So should we meet the other members of Bobbie's team then?
Yes, introducing the other members of Bobbie's team, who, for the purposes of this episode, we'll say are on Tom's team. It's Laura, Monmouth, and Ella BAMBUST.
Don't confuse me more. How are you all? How are you, Ella?
I'm doing fantastic, thanks.
I'm very excited to have you on my team. I still wish I was on Bobbie's team, but I'm excited to have you.
I mean, so do I, I'll be honest.
Let it go, Tom.
I wish I was on Bobbie's
for
team.
the last time, you are on Bobbie's team. We're all on Bobbie. Even I'm on Bobbie's team, and I'm not playing.
I'm very happy to be here again, which was planned in advance, definitely. And also, I also wish I was on Bobbie's team because I would die for a Gerudo Link. And 15 minutes to be 15 minutes alone in a room with him.
Finally, someone with taste on this show.
Thanks. That's why you've got to get out of the UK, but you're not doing imported goods anymore, so
Instead of queer, I'm just going to start saying I'm a friend of Bobbie's.
I'm on Bobbie's team.
I'm gonna leave because I just can't handle this.
No, since last time, I've finished another book and almost done with another novella. Both queer as fuck.
And I'm assuming that's not reading, because otherwise that's not very impressive.
No, it's not reading. It's writing.
That's significantly less unimpressive.
Thanks.
Yeah. Laura, you're also here. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I've just spent the last couple of minutes just Googling images of Sexy Link, and I didn't realise I was quite so many. Some of these are phenomenal. I mean, the pecs on some of these are.
Oh my God, that's
are incredible. So I'm sorry, you've got me on for 3 hours, and I'm just googling this. So thanks.
Well, I don't know if that sexy link has done quite as much for the femboy community as Gerudo Disguise link, but
okay. This is the last one. I mean, there is some stunning artwork in these, so I'm more than happy.
Can we just all do this? Can we all do this instead?
I will admit, I'm coming round to sexy.
I thought you were
coming round. Yeah.
I kind of want sexy link to be an unlockable in Dream Daddy.
I want to use some of the material that I've written, so get searching sexy Boris Johnson now.
Oh no, that's the wrong blonde boy to be obsessed with.
If I go on here now and I find Boris Johnson in the same position as Link, the same artist.
Tom, in no way does Link deserve the title of Daddy. I'm all here for queer representation, but that is
strictly
a word I can't say on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ganondorf.
Why can we draw him as a big buff boy but not call him Daddy? I don't understand.
Because he's a twink.
It's Twink, the Legend of Zelda.
But he's a big buff lad sometimes.
Does anybody want to see the first Google image search result for sexy Boris Johnson?
Yes.
No.
Oh no, but yes.
I can't even see.
It literally says stop creaming your pants. That's what it says there.
Is that what he said to James Dyson?
That's exactly what it is.
Is that one of your jokes you've had in the chamber, Mark?
That was supposed to appear 2.5 hours from now.
Johnny's banned us all from Blizzard.
That's very fair. Yeah. Listen, let's make the most of this show because I am not getting invited back to guest host again. We are 13 minutes into this episode and we have spent over half of that time talking about sexy Link.
Well, that's the way it has to be. So
you have lost control of the class.
I wasn't expecting to be invited again either.
That implies I'm not enjoying the direction.
You teacher who tried to get down with our interests and took it to.
I never had a teacher who just Googled a bunch of sexy images. I'm going to be honest. I went to the wrong school.
What school did you go to for downloading?
Not one that had sexy Link as a subject.
Well, how about we move away from sexy Link for now? We can come back to sexy. Yeah. I see. You really have done a 180 on this.
This is just a sexy Link Twitch count now.
Yeah, this is actually a deep dive about which Link is the sexiest. I know we've already.
I'm pretty sure we've done that already.
We have done that already. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Tom is currently wondering whether it's too late to change his character in the great debate to sexy Link.
Just why don't I get my nipples out?
Get them out.
All right, now I am going to grab this steering wheel and bring it slightly back, at least onto the road. Maybe not in the right lane, but I'm going to bring it back onto the road by introducing the first game of the night. Because for anyone who hasn't seen the show before, we're not all talking about sexy, twinky video game characters. This is ostensibly a game show where people take part in rounds for points, and then there's a winner at the end. So let's do the first one of these games. So the first game is Fake News Detective. This game is done team by team. So we're going to start with Bobbie's team. I'll provide you with real headlines and some ideas for fake head. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Wait, no. This is a note from Johnny. I'm going to provide you with.
You see what this is when that substitute teacher has to get the head teacher for backup.
I'm just following the lesson plan, guys.
Deep breaths.
In my defense, why would you write the dialogue I'm supposed to like read out loud in the same paragraph with the same highlighter color as the stage directions or the notes to me? This is all on Johnny, and over the fact that I didn't read this before joining the show. So,
sorry, neither did I.
I mean, in the comments, Johnny has said, that was my fault, soz, like we're blaming anyone else.
Yeah. You know who is really at fault here? Bobbie.
It was actually.
I cannot be your leader and your martyr and the person that you kill.
Most
you have
leaders turn out to be martyrs in
Well,
O2.
no, you see.
Well, okay. I don't want to be, though.
I like to go against the grain, so if everyone else is a friend of Bobbie, then I am an enemy of Bobbie.
Weird way to say you're straight.
Oh, no! Anyway, the first game is Fake News Detectives. This game is done team by team, starting with Bobbie's team. I am going to give you 3 headlines, only one of which is real.
Would you say that you're going to provide us with 3 headlines?
I'm going to provide you with 3 headlines.
Would you say that one of them is real?
I would say that one of them is real.
And that would mean that 2 of them are not.
And 2 of them are not.
Oh.
We're just from the producer saying one is fake.
One of them is fake. The other 2 are real. And you guys have to figure out which one is the fake one. Kind of like hit video game Among Us. That's just for the SEO. So don't worry about that. just when they're doing the closed captioning of this, it'll show up in more search engines. So, the news stories, you have to figure out which one is the fake.
Dark Souls.
Yes. So your first news story is YouTuber cooks chicken by slapping it 135,000 times in 8 hours.
I loved watching Bobbie's face as that got slowly read to her.
Sounds a bit fruity.
Your second story is that the Ever Given, the Suez Canal ship, has been sold to the Egyptian Museum for $750 million. And your third story is that Facebook mistakenly removes French town Ville de Beach page for violating site rules.
Surely if the Suez Canal ship, the Ever Given one, is true, it would have been cheaper for the Egyptian Museum to just put a canal running through the museum and hope for a repeat. Like, just hope it gets lodged back in the museum.
Yeah.
When you first started reading the first one, I thought you were going to say YouTuber cooks chicken. And that would actually be quite surprising because they normally Postmates it.
I just want to know what the average kinetic energy of the average human slap is in order to heat something up in 8 hours. That's what I want to know. Do we have any physicists among us who would be able to work that out?
It's funny you mentioned that. I do remember seeing a TikTok a while back about someone trying to work this out mathematically. It does seem like it would be incredibly difficult to do. You would have to slap it really hard.
Yeah, and you'd have to slap it like quickly in succession. This sounds so fruity.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, non-stop slapping.
Oh, I want my bottom to be YouTuber's chicken.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't specifically say that they're not slapping it with like a fire torch or a
they're slapping it with a George Foreman grill.
Flaming sword.
I assume it's a human hand, but like attached to a person, not a dismembered.
A flaming human hand. You don't know. You don't know.
If slapping meat to cook it did work, then it would have been helpful to know this. It would have been helpful for Jeremy Clarkson to know this a few years ago, really.
But it not also cook the hand. That was doing this. I don't know why.
That's a good point. It should also cook the hand, because that's one of Newton's laws, is when a human hand slaps a chicken, both shall be cooked at the same time.
I remember that. I remember reading about that in physics.
Yeah. It's one of his laws. And what's the third one? Facebook mistakenly removes French town Ville de Beach page for violating the site rules. That could happen.
I'm pretty sure that one is real. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one. But I'm pretty sure that if the YouTuber one were real, we would be reading the headline "YouTuber cooks hand." So yeah. I think the fake one is the YouTuber cooking a chicken one.
Yeah, that seems.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem like it would work. Yeah.
Not to sound No, go on.
It seems so ridiculous that it seems like it might be a red herring as the wrong answer almost. But no, I think it's that one as well.
It just feels like the sort of shit that I would have seen in my recommended videos by now.
How many times would you have to slap a red herring until it gets cooked fully? That's what I want to know.
All right, so is that your final answer then? The chicken slapping is the fake story?
Yeah, go on.
All right, I can reveal to you that the chicken slapping is actually a real story.
No.
Yeah, the fake story was the Suez Canal. Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna head off a minute to go onto YouTube. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my wine open. I can't get my wine open. Well, that's okay.
So yeah,
miracles do happen.
Just to give you a bit of info on this chicken slapping story, a YouTuber named Louis Weiss, I'm not sure exactly if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Louis Weiss decided to find out if the heat generated from slapping a whole raw chicken could cook it. He couldn't do it by hand, so he built a slapping device featuring a wooden paddle attached to a motor-powered arm.
Oh, I'm not interested.
Ooh, sign me up. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a very viewed video, viewed over quite a few million times, but I mainly attribute that to the fact that after each slap, the chicken moans, "Daddy."
I'm less interested now. I know it's mechanical. I wanted him to be stood there
for 8 hours.
I wanted to watch it in real time. Just. And what I like about what just happened there for the viewers is we were just watching Tom do that action, but he's not on screen.
I'm not.
All right, well, Tom, let's see if your team can do any better at sniffing out the fake. So here are your 3 news stories.
Tom, slap the chicken.
Yeah, do a little slap. Yeah. Oh, Kat's a lucky woman.
That's also wonderful. That's also wonderful with the message that Tom put in saying, I'm listening to country pop, so sorry if anyone has to witness dance moves when I'm not on screen. Yeah. Those are some phenomenal country pop dance moves.
All right, so Tom, your news stories. GB News' Andrew Neil was mocked for claiming that Meghan Markle is responsible for the death of Prince Philip. MIT scientists hope to talk to spiders after creating music from their webs. And there is a Scrabble ban on racial slurs that has angered the top Scrabble players.
Hey,
I think I know this one.
Can we imagine what the music from Spiderwebs might sound like?
It's
and then can we see Tom's interpretation of how you would dance to it?
All right, so
aggressive banjo playing, I think.
Now, I'm not totally down with the kids, but I thought music created from spiders' webs, I thought they were called 100 gecs. That's a joke for young people in the audience. And old people trying to stay hip with young people.
All right, listen.
I'm old and all right about it. I watch Bake Off and drink chamomile tea now. I fucking love it.
Anyway, I know for a fact that several people went after Meghan Markle for the Prince Philip thing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
But did Andrew Neil? It seems the kind of thing he would do.
I almost feel like it's too true.
I love
I know, but
as the Prince Philip thing, you know.
I've also got this sneaking suspicion that is like the kind of technicality that gets us on. It's like, yeah, everybody except Andrew Neil did.
No, but I mean, Andrew Neil defo did he? It's like he's an inflated condom. It's like, of course he fucking did.
The Scrabble ban's also real.
Quite offensive to inflated condoms.
No, just that's him.
The Scrabble ban's real.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's racial slur. But
it used to be because they were in the dictionary, so you could put them on the table. And Scrabble has just said don't, and they've lost their absolute minds.
Who are the top players that this has infuriated of Scrabble? Because surely we've heard of them if there are top Scrabble players.
I think it's just one old lady from Kent.
KK Kent.
Laura, I think you and I have very different hobbies where you're like, I would surely know who the top Scrabble player is in the world. but you don't know who 100 Gex is.
I don't know who 100 Gex is. Is it a skateboarding thing?
That's a spider.
Oh, thank you. Is this like when no one would tell me what a catboy was? Because I don't want to keep having to ask. It upsets, but surely a racial slur is a proper noun.
No.
No, okay, right.
No,
yeah.
no, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
No.
I know the rules of Scrabble, okay? You'd be fine with. You would be fine up until now to put racial slurs in. However,
So
I don't think it's right.
I guess it's spiders, and that's really upsetting because that's what I want to be true.
I really think it wasn't Andrew Neil. I think it is everybody but Andrew Neil.
I
have a feeling.
know. What's that absolute cockhead's name again? The one who ran out on
Which one?
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. I know for a fact he went after Meghan Markle. He did. I don't know about Andrew Neil.
Oh, hang on. No, it wasn't Andrew Neil, was it? There was one explicit reference to Meghan Markle being responsible, and it was Tucker Carlson.
He did as well.
That was the one that made the headlines, which makes me think that Tucker Carlson's name has just been swapped out for Andrew Neil.
All right.
So let's say spiders are real.
Spiders are real, unfortunately. Yeah.
But only if you believe.
Hypothetically, let's say that spiders are real.
Spiders are real. Scrabble players are racist.
So Andrew Neil
it's the smart notes, isn't it? So yeah. So Andrew Neil is weirdly not a bad one in this situation. Is that right?
All right, yeah, I can tell you that the fake headline was that Andrew Neil was the one who accused Meghan Markle. It was Tucker Carlson. The names had been swapped, so good job on your
nice try,
reasoning.
Johnny.
I actually just Googled the Scrabble story, and the Telegraph headline for it is Scrabble makers accused of wokeness. But I'm going to assume it's not the top players that are saying that, because wokeness is not actually a valid Scrabble word.
Yes!
Yes, it's true. Scrabble has banned racial slurs from scoring points on the family favourite board game. Over 400 racial epithets have been banned from the game. But if you want to see 400 racial epithets lined back to back to back, just read any of Jeremy Clarkson's old columns.
I'm going to say to you what Johnny said to me when I made my Jeremy Clarkson joke before. Topical.
Should have just... The other way to find out 400 racial epithets back to back is to just have been on Xbox Live in 2007.
Well, the problem is there are so few public figures who are visibly racist. Like, who am I going to pick from? Anyway, so moving on to our next game, we have Tom's team at 1 point and Bobbie's team at 0 points.
Yeah!
But remember, we're all on Team Bobbie, so...
But of course, so really no one has any points. So,
I'm going to drive this place into the ground.
Drive you into the ground, Bobbie.
Seize the points of...
Keep it in your pants, B. Come on.
I didn't mean like that. I meant in terms of...
Okay.
Your team.
In terms of...
He was just threatening murder. I don't think anything...
It was,
Yeah, it was just murder. It was just innocent murder.
I just assume that everyone wants anyway. Let's carry on. Indeed.
The next game is no context. This is a free-for-all game. You're all going to see a picture from a news story from the past month, and the actual points go to whichever team can correctly identify the news story to go with the picture. But of course, the real points go to whoever makes the best jokes. So here is the first picture that you guys have to identify.
I feel like everyone already has this written down. Jurassic Park?
Yes.
All right, listen. No.
Oh, I've nearly got bingo.
New
The
COVID
Earth is
regulations.
healing itself. Humanity is the real plague. Saying as T-Rex numbers reach highest in 65 million years.
That one at the back isn't actually part of the group. He's just following them, shouting "White dinosaurs matter."
Is this a picture of everyone that's currently old enough to have had their second COVID jab?
the hidden side effects of AstraZeneca they don't tell you about.
Oh, stop it. I've got mine next week.
I've got mine on Friday.
Tom, I've already had mine.
Oh, cool. You dead yet? No. Right.
Is this a small demonstration held by a number of UKIP supporters with the slogan "Rexit means Rexit"?
Oh,
wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is this a picture of those angry Scrabble players?
New COVID regulations cause uproar.
Wait.
Oh, no.
It's an unnervingly accurate illustration of my night paralysis nightmares.
What, the girl in the pink coat or the dinosaur? That girl in the pink coat, this isn't a joke, it's an observation, maybe a long-form joke. That girl in the pink coat is standing like a sci-fi villain, like she made these dinosaurs, like she manufactured them and she's watching them come out into the world and she's thinking, soon I shall be in charge. That's what I think.
She looks like Banksy just painted her there.
The girl in the
Yeah.
It was like Schindler's List, the musical, to my brain, and I can't help it.
No!
Where did the suggestion of musical come into
I
it?
don't know, because of the pink, and it was garish. The watch is there somewhere, and I needed to get it out, and now I regret it, all right?
I mean, listen, Schindler's List, great film, iconic film, wouldn't change a thing, except I would add a bunch of inflatable
Right, 40, no, Schindler's List needs an 11 o'clock number. It really stands in the middle. It needs a pick-me-up.
The version of Schindler's List where they digitally replace all the Nazis with people in dinosaur costumes.
Oh, like that Skyrim mod.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, this is The Land Before Time, the live-action remake. That's the one that has all the sex and the violence in it.
I mean, I think the worst thing I've ever learned about The Land Before Time is that there's a character in it called Daddy Tops.
Yep.
Yes, I learned that recently.
He absolutely does.
Back to the picture. Is this power walking with dinosaurs?
Is this just a picture of all of Lawrence Fox's supporters on the way to the polls?
All right, does anyone have the actual news story?
I have no idea.
Yes, I do actually know this.
They've remade Jurassic Park. Like, that's what it is. Just they've shot it in a park in Bethnal Green.
I do know this, and this is these were some parents who would dress as dinosaurs to entertain their kid, and someone reported them and got them fined by the police. I think it was in a Bolton park. And the reason I know this is because I saw it on the Manchester Evening News earlier when I did a Google reverse image search of this picture.
Oh, you dirty cheating bastard!
That's not allowed.
Oh, don't worry.
Is that allowed?
No.
I'm the points master. I'll control what's allowed.
I think you'll find that Johnny will veto it.
Wow.
Bumby, before you say whether that's allowed, I'd just like to show you this box of change. And some of it could be yours if you say it's allowed.
If you say it's not allowed, I'll give you the number to a really good weed guy.
Shit.
I'm really confused by that, Mark, because you notoriously don't like change.
So I'm trying to get rid of it.
All right, so I will say that, Mark, you were correct, obviously, because you cheated. So the point.
You know what? It would have been awkward if I wasn't.
So the point is actually going to go to Laura for that fantastic joke there at your expense. But in terms of funny jokes that make me laugh points, I'm actually going to give 3 points to Tom's team and 2 points to Bobbie's team because. So currently, well, actually, I'll tell you what the total is at the end because we've actually got one more picture left to go.
Yeah, we do.
So, here is your next picture.
I didn't Google this one.
But I know this one.
Yeah, I knew it already.
I generally have no idea what this is, but I really appreciate and respect the fact that they've color coordinated the hammer.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I know.
And
the scarf as well. You've got the scarf. You've got the little sign on the back. It's all very Halloween, isn't it? It's all very green and purple. I don't know what they're there for, though.
Glassblowers Union having a fit.
Is it? We've heard that there is some amazing, sexy link art beyond this window. How can we get in there as quickly as possible?
It wouldn't be that civilized.
Use a hammer. Let's not walk around or anything like that. Let's not try and enter the building. It has to be a hammer and chisel to get through to Link.
Because those are the two items we picked up in the first 2 dungeons.
How do you get through this barrier to get to Sexy Link? Well, you try force.
Oh, that was very good.
Is this a picture?
Point for me, I think.
Is this a picture of people outside Aldi who took the hashtag free cuthbert a bit too literally?
The audacity of you to tell us not to make any jokes about that story, and then you come and know.
I can make one-sided jokes.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry. Is this a group of trans exclusionists convinced they're smashing the glass ceiling?
Oof. Smashing the glass walls instead.
And now I've got bingo.
Smashing the glass walls is what you call sets in a greenhouse. I still don't know what it is, but it's like the colour coordinator. I can't not look at them. The colour coordinator make it look like a cottage-core communist uprising.
Yeah, but the hammer does look like from the early learning centre.
Cottagecore Communist Uprising is not too far away from what's actually going on here.
Such a good band name, though.
What have been better if that chisel was a sickle?
Yeah, but it'd be really ineffective, wouldn't it?
Communist uprising with a hammer and chisel in the colour of Tories and UKIP. It's different, I'll give them that.
I mean, I'm going to say that whoever owns that building brought it on themselves by having that sticker in the window with a...
Has the budget for the archaeology students really gone downhill and they can't take them to actual sites anymore?
Those dinosaurs from the last picture are actually behind the glass.
Right, does anyone have
is it an art gallery she's handing an invisible picture?
It's Extinction Rebellion, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh.
I was going to say it's definitely some kind of reference to the suffragette smashing windows, surely, with the colour scheme and the smashing. Is it really not?
No.
Can I add Extinction Rebellion as an answer for the first picture, please?
You know what? I'm going to give that a standing ovation. Only because I've got a dead leg from sitting down.
So this is the news that Extinction Rebellion, they protested something at Barclays HQ by smashing things with hammers and chisels and other things to break windows.
In the least offensive way possible to break a window is to bring a chisel, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like
you've got a hammer. You've got a hammer.
I'm just going to pop it out bit by bit, and it'll be fine.
I'll be there in half an hour.
It is such middle class vandalism.
Yeah, it is. Just get a chair and just sling it through the window like the kids at my school.
Yeah, but do you know how hard it is to get a photo opportunity when a chair goes through a window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, middle class vandalism is like sticker posting. Like when you're a graffiti artist, but you've got the funds for printing. Like that's middle class vandalism.
Yeah. I feel like they need to have the rage of a child in a year 8 music class that always has a supply teacher, and they just start throwing things through the window. Keyboard.
Don't make me play the fucking recorder.
Yeah.
Turn keyboard off DJ mode.
Oh, DJ, that was always the best.
So those are that's the round, and at the end of that game, I can tell you guys that Tom's team have 7 points, and Bobbie's team are lagging behind with 5. So we're going to take
Just like Kirsty, you're going to lose, bitch.
I think now is a good time to remind you that on the New Year special, me and Bobbie were a team and we won the show, so there's still time. Don't get too confident.
Yeah, but I've got Ella, and Ella's really clever. So like really clever.
I don't have to be clever if Mark cheats and
Laura's his boss. Laura's.
You've just got Ella now.
Oh, great, fine.
Oh no. But then I'm off too.
Laura, come back, please. No, don't.
I was good. Well, while Laura's gone, I will tell you that we are taking a short break. So if you are watching and you're enjoying the show, you can support us by donating to the PayPal link in the description, as well as supporting Blizzard Comedy on Patreon. So be back here in 15-20 minutes. We're going to hang around here and we're going to keep chatting and keep talking. We're not actually going anywhere because it's not like we have any ads. So feel free to hang around and chat, but the actual games themselves will resume in about 15-20 minutes. So if you want to go to the loo, go make a tea, anything like that, feel free.
Or stick around for 15 minutes of me begging for Laura's forgiveness.
No, it's 15 minutes of begging for Laura's forgiveness and then 15 minutes of resuming talk about Sexy Link.
Sexy Link. What if I found you some really good Sexy Link pictures, Laura? Would that make
Breath of the Wild Link is the best Link. I will die on this hill.
Tom, I think what you need to do is you need to cosplay Sexy Link.
What if I photoshopped you an image of Niles Crane as Link?
No. Okay, no. Right. I object to that because I love Niles Crane and I love Link, but not at the same time.
I need them at the same time. It's all I want to see now.
I need them at the same time.
That's all I want now.
Okay, Link is not Link if he has to wipe down a chair before he has to sit on it.
Oh, he is.
No, he's not. I will die on this hill.
Smashes vase, then panics about vase being broken. Yeah.
Oh, should I pick up the rupee? Oh, I don't know. What should I do?
Is it too late to move Laura onto our team on the screen? Because
stop trying to mess with the team. You can't.
It's fine. No, you can actually be on my team and we'll win.
We know Mark needs every little bit of help he can get, but it's too late now.
I'm just here for the company. I'm not here for the points, says the team captain. Oh, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
It's like Rochdale playing away at Newcastle. It's a nice day out.
I'm just happy to be out virtually. It's all good.
Hey, as a Geordie, I don't have any strong feelings about that statement you just said, Tom.
It's just because Rochdale played him in one of the cups last year, and the news reporting was just interviewing the Rochdale team, just we're not going to win, but it'll be lovely. Just liked it.
I'm going to go tinkle.
Oh, have a nice tinkle.
I thought you said team kill, and I got very nervous for Mark and Rue for a second.
I'm gonna go hide.
I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee.
I was gonna go make myself a cup of tea, but I feel like someone should be here to do some kind of banter.
It's all right. I'm gonna persuade Laura over to Team Bobbie.
No, Laura, stay with me. I respect you and love you. I'm a big fan.
None of that was sincere.
At all. Even to the point of stroking his chin whilst doing it.
So you know it's sincere.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, I'm loving the furret on Ella's. Just Pokemon plushie. It's so cute.
Now we're at the first break. How are you finding your guest hosting stint, UMBY?
Oh, it's so stressful. I don't know. I see why Johnny's taking a break. Trying to wrangle you fuckers is a nightmare, for one.
Yeah, and we're taking liberties because you're new, so...
Honestly, feel free to take more liberties, because right now we're underrunning by a lot, so...
Yeah, no, we'll make up the time later. Don't worry about that.
It is 100% supply teacher vibes, though.
I love it. I'm very into it.
It really is.
Do you guys have any fun supply teacher stories? Actually.
Oh God, let me go to the toilet. I've got one.
Any what?
That's not. I'm not saying I'm going to go to the toilet to go into the story. I've got one.
Any what story? Sorry, on me.
Any just fun stories about substitute teachers?
All right, I'm sure I've told this before, we had one that we just bullied mercilessly. Because, so he told us he was diabetic, which obviously now I'm an adult, you shouldn't make fun of someone for that, but we were 8 years old and he was trying to tell us to give us an excuse as to why he could eat biscuits in class and we couldn't. Because we just sometimes I need my blood sugar up, so nummy num biscuit. And you know, we were 8 years old and also wanted biscuits and he wouldn't fucking share. So we terrorized him. It's like, we made him cry. We think he quit teaching.
What did you do as 8-year-olds?
We just circled him, you know? Right, you know,
like the wagons?
No, right, you know, in recess, like the kindergarten, that.
You just ran around him?
Yeah, ran around, caused chaos. The head teacher wasn't happy, but I wasn't even a naughty child. It's like I was just caught up in this. It was very Lord of the Flies.
Was that
there was just no rules for a day. It was fantastic.
Was that the moment you decided you wanted to get into teaching?
No, absolutely not. I decided to get into teaching when all my other options were exhausted. And then tried to train for it, and teaching is hard. So now I'm just a specialist teaching assistant, and it's much better. Teaching's a lifestyle, not a job, and I'm not into that at all. It's not teacher's fault.
All right, well, Laura's back. So, Laura, you entertained with your substitute teacher stories.
Oh, yeah, my substitute teacher story. So once, right, there was this substitute teacher who kept on confusing the right-wing television news host, I guess you call him, Andrew Neil, with the comedian Andrew O'Neill, and nobody said a thing because they were all so polite.
Oh. Was that supply teacher called Tom B by any chance?
I've got better. I've done a lot better. I told Tin and Dewey damn Tin in like 15 times. 10 minutes. Yeah, like non-stop, and like he was very polite about it, but I felt awful.
Tom, you might have already done it 7 times this episode.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've definitely thought. Well, I've definitely thought I'm on Bobbie's team. I'm just bad at names and faces. It's awful. It's a genuine curse, and I apologise to anybody who I have done it to.
Have you been genuinely cursed by a witch?
Yes.
When? When did that happen?
3 months ago.
I mean, with
3 months ago. Wow.
With this long into the episode, and you haven't yet realised that I'm your double act partner, Andrew Marsh.
No, don't do that to me. What? You've changed.
Unfortunately, I can't do Balthazar Dark because, Twitch TOS means I have to keep my shirt on.
Yeah, but you can do the voice. You can do the voice, man.
No, not.
Go on, give us a bit of Bally D.
No, I've not.
Bally D. Oh my god. Goodness.
I've got too dry a throat.
That helps.
You know what? Like, Andrew Marsh as Balthazar Dark came to perform at Bolshevism about 2 or 3 years ago, and I didn't know Andrew at the time, and he was fully in character, but I assumed that his Balthazar Dark character was his actual personality, and I was comparing at the time, and he came up on stage, snatched the microphone from me in a very rude way, and then like shooed me off the stage, and I just thought that was Andrew's personality. I didn't realise it was a bit. And then like lockdown happens and I'm doing all these virtual gigs with you guys, and it's like, Andrew's really nice.
Oh yeah, no, Andrew's like the nicest, sweetest boy alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss him.
Dead?
I tell you, I've been playing a lot of
Marsh.
I've been playing a lot of 80s quiz shows from like early NES quiz shows on stream. And the Family Fortunes one does have one character who is the spit of Andrew.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you the picture. It's got
amazing.
It's got the eyes and everything, just the dour expression is lovely.
The dour expression. I mean,
let me see and Google it for you now, actually.
Oh, incredible. Thank you, Laura.
I can't believe you'd say that about me to my face.
Said much worse about Andrew to his face, Mark.
Oh, I know you have. I was just referring to Laura. Because I may be wrong in saying this, but me, by which I mean Andrew and Laura, have never met in person.
No, you have. We did. Don't you remember, Andrew? We did that. We did that preview at Santiago's in Leeds.
In Leeds, yes, we.
Leeds was on first, and then we went on for about 30 minutes longer than we really should have.
Oh, if we went on 30 minutes longer than we should have, then that blends in with a lot of sets, Tom.
Yeah, it was a 31-minute show.
Okay, can I put pictures in here? I'm gonna put this in here.
Yes,
I can. It's the second one along. You'll realise that. And whenever I see this, I'm just like, this is Andrew. Me and Andrew also met before that at another gig as well. So we have met. Shit.
Oh yeah, and you did Valhalla of Decadence in Edinburgh at some point, didn't you, Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot it was called that, but yeah.
That's fine. I don't remember a lot of Edinburgh 2019, so it's.
It was so long ago. It was so long ago. Am I right in thinking that the Edinburgh Fringe, it's not going to go ahead as we know it?
Not if you believe the website. That's according to the website, all good to go. They don't know in what form, but it's all good to go. And I don't know.
It's going to be a lot of virtual stuff, isn't it? And that just takes away the charm of the Fringe.
That's what fucking Twitch and YouTube is.
Yeah, like. The Fringe is living off pies from Pie Maker for the entire month, getting drunk, Brewdog at the Tron every single day, having 5 hours sleep and going to see really sketchy shows at midnight. How can you emulate that from the comfort of your own bedroom?
I don't know about you, but I am very excited to visit Zoom Loft Bar.
Oh.
There you go. There's a picture of Andrew.
Now, if anyone wants to buy my new book, tough luck because it hasn't been published.
What's your book about?
Oh my God.
It's 68,000 words of proving that queer people can also be terrible at communication.
Oh, that sounds great.
It's about the great hero going to face off against the evil demon queen, and then they kill each other in chapter 3, and then it's a romance novel from there on.
That sounds great. So is it kind of like adversaries turned lovers type situation?
Sort of, yeah, they both die and end up in our world, and then they've only got each other to fall back on.
That's cool.
Oh, sounds very nice. What were your influences?
It's incredibly Terry Pratchett. It's just Terry Pratchett and Douglas Adams. Yeah,
the perfect combination.
Yeah,
that's a good combination. That's a winning formula. You can't. It's two good things.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of it, but can't buy it because finding publishers is harder than it looks, especially if you write English in a French, German, Dutch-speaking country.
Oh.
So, musical comedian Frizz Frizzle is currently watching the show, and he's just messaged me saying, plug Merry Frizmas, which is his Christmas album. So,
Merry Frizmas. This Christmas with Frizz. It's good. Frizz is dead good. Listen to their album. We're doing a deep dive with them on Sunday in Jonathan Creek. That's also going to be really good. That's on Social Distance where it's not here, though. So, yeah.
It's available on all good band camps. So, check that out.
Also, you can read the
but if you are going to buy it, try and do it on a Bandcamp Friday, because that means that Frizz will get all the money.
And now I can mute Frizz.
As the end of his next album.
Tom, what do you think about the 80s NES version of Andrew?
I love it. I'm unnerved by it, but now I want an NES No Money in a Bank game, because apparently the models for Andrew already exist.
I like the fact that on that game, Andrew is stood in between 2 Sarah Kendalls.
That's actually extreme, so we'll be very happy about it. Where's that? Where's me stick? Oh, it's not very quiet for a bit. I love your ferret, Ella.
Right, it's a ferret. It's a Pokemon.
Oh, well, I still love it.
That was an absolutely lovely gift from somebody who means a lot to me and who can't be here because she's at work.
Is that your favourite Pokemon?
I'd say so, yeah. I don't have really strong opinions about Pokemon, I'm sorry.
Who's that little ginger guy in the corner, the pixel guy?
That's NES Andrew.
Oh wow! I thought it might have been, but I because I've had a little bit to drink now, I'm a bit tipsy. I wasn't sure if I was just hallucinating pixels. It has been known to happen.
I cannot see that at all.
It's in the Zoom chat.
One sec.
Oh, I'm sorry, but watching you kind of like work your phone with your glasses chain is spectacular.
Oh, it's so spectacular.
Oh, don't turn it off.
I can't find a way to see the big screen to make the screen big.
Now that is proper substitute teacher talking right there.
I feel like this is a point of view video of a substitute teacher right now.
Just to really lean into the substitute teacher vibe. So my computer had to update right as the show was starting, so I last minute panicked, and instead of running the show all off instead of running everything off my desktop, I've now got the Zoom call and the webcam and the microphone on my laptop, the iPad balanced on the laptop, which has the drive file with all of the show notes on it, so I can keep track of what game is next, and I'm keeping tab of all the team scores on my phone, and it's a nightmare. So if you see me doing this and I'm vibrating a lot, now you know why.
Now you know how I feel.
Very impressive.
It does mean, thankfully, it does mean because I've got the iPad blocking the monitor, I can't see you, so I'm spared that. Which was very mean, I'm so sorry, but at the same time,
Is that one of the jokes that you didn't do at the start of the show?
Or just that... Or just that I think I'm a 10 in a sea of 8. Yes.
I'll take 8. No?
No, there's definitely enough people there. Even Andrew's joined.
Bobbie's now hosting the show, and I'm now on Bobbie's team. Hooray!
I'm in charge. Hello, everyone. I don't know what I'm doing, but here's my son. This is my son. Hello.
That hasn't stopped me, Bobbie.
I think Rue has frozen.
Oh no.
Oh, my phone's on the floor. Oh no.
Wrong headphones. Shit.
It's all falling apart.
That's just the 2021 tagline, isn't it?
It's all falling apart, yeah.
I'd say we're on track to having a better year than last year, but I mean, the bar was
low.
So low.
It was fairly low, yeah.
No, at the moment, this year is worse than last year for me, because this time last year I'd already spent 3 weeks in America. I've spent 10 weeks in my house.
You know what? Actually, that's fair, because last year you did spend 3 weeks in America, so that was very nice.
Yeah, it was.
I talked about this too much as it feels like means, but my 2020 and 2021 have been banging, like much better than 2019. Like 2019, like I woke up in a fucking mental health ward on New Year's Day of 2020. It was always going to be better. It's like I'm all right.
I think Ruth's trying to communicate with us from across.
Oh, Ruth's gone.
Yeah,
we've lost Ruth.
This is what happens when you pick one teammate over another.
Oh, there she is.
I wasn't pitching anyone over anyone.
By the way, do you mind if I plug that story? Because it's entirely free to read online. If I throw that in the chat.
I guess I'm the one that can say yes.
Yeah, it's up to you now.
Yeah, go for it. I'm in charge.
I'm very...
You most certainly are not.
I am not.
I'm very distracted because Rue briefly turned into Maureen Lipman in The Idiot's Lantern.
That's such a niche reference. Oh my god!
I love it.
I'm hungry.
That is knowing your audience, Mark. Well done.
Oh wow! I've never heard anything from that episode of Doctor Who vocalised out loud. Thank you for affirming that it actually happened to other people and it wasn't a mad fever dream. Like, it's such a weird episode. But David Tennant with that Tommy Boy haircut. Oh, hello. Yeah, David Tennant.
I was going to say young David Tennant, but he's been young David Tennant since 1998, and he just hasn't aged.
David Tennant.
I mean,
I would destroy.
I know we need to get back onto the actual show, but I mean, I do need to throw Daddy Capaldi into the mix if we're talking about sexy doctors.
Oh,
long hair, Daddy Capaldi.
I've just been
short hair now.
I think Peter Capaldi's a sexy man, and I will die on that hill.
What about Christopher Eccleston?
I was
On the rage and hold on to his ears, and I respect that.
I
would hold on to those ears. I would. Yeah.
I have deep respect for the public relations person who kept David Eccleston's phone out of his hands on the day of Prince Philip's death, because he would have gone off. That man had some opinions about the crown.
I'll be honest, I'm not going to top my reference to the Idiot's London tonight. I'm just going to leave. Thank you very much.
Oh man, that bloody episode. And like Rose, and she had no face. And it was really weird. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it when people don't have faces.
And it's just got more than shouting that she's hungry.
I know. Yeah.
That episode, Fear Her and Love Monsters all being in the same block, and current Doctor Who apparently is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fear Her is shit. And then the one with Peter Kay in it, and he's absorbing people.
Which ends with
pavement fellatio.
Yeah, with him fucking a pavement slab.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh my god. We've all been there.
Well, no, it doesn't show it.
No, but we still have some kind of love life, don't we, Elton?
It's the Absorbeloff.
What can we get Peter Kay to do? Fucking nothing. It's fine. You don't have to just because he wants to.
Just be northern and eat people. That's what you need to do.
Just pretend the pies, Peter. It'll be fine. You know this.
I can't even think of his line delivery of the phrase "tastes like chicken."
Oh my god, so gross.
Well, I think it's as good a time as any to hop back into the games themselves. So that was the break. Thank you very much. Just to reiterate before we hop back in, we do have I guess I'm here. I'm a we for today. We do have a PayPal link and a Patreon, so check those out and support and donate. But that's not going to be the last plug you'll hear from me. There will be one more before the end of the show at least. So with all that said, let's hop in to Game 3, This Just In. So this is an improv round. I'm going to give each team the first line of a news story. You guys then have to carry it on line by line as if you were reporting on the story. So first up is Bobbie's team. We're going to
all of us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All of us.
It's Bobbie's team Prime. So we're going to start with you, Bobbie, then go to Mark, and then to Rue, and just go in that order. Your news story. The Prime Minister has said he makes absolutely no apology at all for text messages with Sir James Dyson. Bobbie.
Because he just wants to talk about the blue passports.
Oh, is that where we're stopping?
It is. Have you got a problem with that?
Yes. Yeah, take that. You weren't expecting a yes. I have nothing to follow it with, but yes. I have no threats of any kind. I've just got the phrase. It is as of yet unclear why Boris is messaging James Dyson about the blue passports, as to our knowledge, they do not require suction power.
It's possible that they want to compare if it's actually similar to the 3-in-1 shampoo that they both use. Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
I don't know if anyone can hear me.
3-in-1 with Boris Johnson would be no lockdowns, more death, more piles. In one!
Boris Johnson has now had more communication with James Dyson in the last few weeks than he's ever had with his own children.
When asked to comment, Boris Johnson's children said, who?
It has now been reported that all of Boris Johnson's children have been absorbed by Peter Kay's character in Doctor Who.
It is as of yet unclear how many of them participate in paving slab fellatio.
Got a
fellatio, arguably not the most controversial kind of fellatio taken part in by a Tory Prime Minister.
All right, and there we go. That's that's Bobbie's team's prime news story. So let's switch over now to Tom's team. Tom, so the order for you is going to go Tom first, then Ella, then Lauren. Tom, a rude invitation to the leader of the Welsh Conservatives has appeared on a town hall.
It read, because it was quite rude, "Come over here, you daft cunt."
I'm afraid I've... UMBY, could you repeat what you said? Because I'm afraid that didn't quite...
That's fair.
A rude invitation to the leader of the Welsh Conservatives has appeared on a town hall.
Come over here, you daft bugger.
No, that's not what you said, Tom.
I know, but I will change it. It's fine.
He's had to change the word because cunt is no longer allowed in Scrabble.
Well done.
I've got nothing, I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Laura, can you...
On to me? Yep. Locals are confused as cunt is a broad translation of lovely human in Welsh.
Oh, that's nice. Is what the English news reporter said on the field when they found that fact out. Got out of
that. He proceeded to immediately accidentally pick a fight with 7 Australian tourists.
I'm wondering which of them was sleepy, which one was dopey, which one was happy.
All we knew is that one of them was definitely fighty, and he then claimed to be the Welsh Conservative leader. Is that what we're talking about still?
When contacted for comment, the Welsh leader proceeded to pronounce 47 syllables, not a single one of which contained a vowel.
Which is the standard setup for a Welsh Welsh Scrabble set. 46 consonants and no vowels.
Every word is a triple letter store.
Okay. I think at the end of that round, so I've been told to give 3 points to whichever team did best, but I think you both did well enough that I want to give 3 points to each of you, which maybe defeats the point of the game, but I'm feeling generous and nice in that. So
I wasn't expecting that, UMBY. Thank you very much.
So you could just as easily give both teams no points and it makes no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we like it when the number goes big.
Yeah, no, I like. Yeah, this isn't golf, Laura.
So at the end of that round, Tom's team have 10 points and Bobbie's team have 8 points. So.
Yeah. Infinite points, because 8 looks like the sign infinity. We can just finish there, lads. Yeah.
If you're watching the Blizzard comedy broadcast Avalanche in portrait mode on your phone, why? And also, Laura, Bobbie's team are winning.
Forever.
Can someone just clip UMBY saying Bobbie's team are winning and end it there?
Just every time the points are read, just Bobbie's team are winning. Just
Bobbie's team always wins, but not Bobbie herself.
Everyone's on Bobbie's team, so we can only win or we can only lose.
But if we...
Yeah, it's a metaphor for the human condition. It really is.
Blizzard comedy. Come for the arguable political commentary, stay for the good philosophical discussions.
Now, which link?
And leave when they start talking about pavement fellatio.
Can we rename
Pavement fellatio? It's nowhere near as good as garden bench cunnilingus.
Can we start calling our Patreons Bobbie's team?
So the next game is Gammon Fishing, and there's an explicit note on here that says Gammon Fishing Prince Philip Edition. So, this will be tasteful and fantastic.
He's a horrible man.
This round involves the panelists having to decrypt an angry tweet or comment where the nouns have been replaced with other nouns from the thesaurus. So, for this show, we're doing a Prince Philip quote special. So, each team
I'm going to assume then there's not going to be that many angry tweets.
Maybe not about the death itself, but maybe the reaction to the death from people who had a sense of humour, getting some reactions from people who didn't.
Did we get?
I thought it meant tweets from the person. So Prince Philip. I thought that was hilarious. Why would a 99-year-old man have a Twitter?
About
he does. He's been tweeting on the sexy Greek stud for fucking years. You just haven't seen.
There has been one tweet on Philip's official account since he died. It just says "fucking hot down here."
Margaret's doing great though.
Which does take away the it takes away the thought that hell is a bad place. They've got decent Wi-Fi. Awesome.
Yeah, if anything is to be shown by Lil Nas X's recent video, "Call Me by Your Name," is that hell is a fantastic place.
Well, they have Wi-Fi. It's just PlusNet.
They have Wi-Fi. They have an excellent pole that goes all the way down there, and then you can give the devil a lap dance, and then it makes loads of people really angry on the internet.
Yeah, but only if you're as sexy as Nasette. Nasette's got like favourable treatment. That's not something everyone can do.
This is only if you're royalty.
I'm not mad about it.
This is only if you're royalty. If you are one of us commoners and you go down the pole and you end up as a slab of pavement, and you know what happens next.
It's only if you subscribe to the highest Patreon tier.
Yeah. It's like if we go down there, we're getting our lap dances off Prince Philip.
Oh no!
Wait.
Oh Christ, no!
Congratulations,
the lap
Tom.
dance in that scenario.
Congratulations, Tom. You've just maybe decided I'm going to go back to Catholicism.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to hand in my massive lesbian card now and start being a good girl, so I don't have to have that. I can go to heaven instead.
Tom B, comedy missionary.
In our chat, by the way, that they are all quotes from Prince Philip.
Yes. So these are all Prince Philip's quotes. So yes, so they're not tweets. They would usually be tweets. This time, though, they're just quotes from Prince Philip, who sadly didn't have a Twitter, like an actual one he used. I feel like, despite everything, that would have been a blast. So, each team is going to get 2 of these Prince Philip quotes, so we are going to alternate back and forth. I'm going to give you a point if you can give me just the gist of what the actual original quote was, and you will get 2 points if you manage to get the entire quote. So, Bobbie's team, you're going to go first. A few yobs ago, everybody was scamper. We must have more lesbian. Everybody's worried too much.
We must.
Now that everybody's got more lesbian tea, lesbian time, they are complaining they are unemployed. I didn't get a high enough education to pronounce that word. Peregrination don't seem to make up their minimums what they want. So a point for the general gist, 2 points for every word. Obviously,
okay.
All caps.
To begin with, I wish that I had more lesbian time. I wish that was a thing.
Well, like you just take a bit of time off work for it, just like it's me.
Yeah. It's not time. It's not time back in lieu. It's time back with lesbian.
In lieu.
Oh, I actually know this one.
Yeah, like I said at the top of
people want to let people be funny.
Like I said at the top of the show, Johnny called in gay today, so that's why I'm here.
Johnny calls in gay every day. What are you thinking, Rue?
A few years ago, everyone was saying we must have more leisure. Everyone's working too much. Now that everybody's got more leisure time, they're complaining they're unemployed. And then I don't know the last P.
People don't seem to make up their minds what they want.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
What's the word?
That was incredible.
Between the two of you, you got it exactly. Good job, you two. Yeah.
Sorry, Tom's team, but the pressure is now on you to.
No, that's right. I'm incredibly dyslexic. What I just witnessed was magic.
I'm so impressed. I'm very impressed with that.
I mean, like, we all
I
have
mean, I'd
fun.
still rather have lesbian time.
Yeah, I just feel insecure now because all I could do is make a joke about lesbian time, and then you come along like Carol Vorderman with your words and numbers and all the manner of things. I forgot Carol Vorderman's a mathematician and not a writer. Doesn't matter.
No, she does the words too.
No, but what you're thinking of is Rosie Dent.
God damn it. Okay, on that note, let's switch over to Tom's team. Tom and co. Your quote, if a crisp for insulator suddenly digested to go into a science and bazaar, a love of peregrination to debut with a crisis battalion, which he could do very easily. I mean, are you going to Bannister crisis battalions?
Okay, so peregrination, I've worked out the algorithm here. That means people.
I'm also going to add, UMBY, that you didn't have to make this any harder by pronouncing decided as digested, but you did anyway, and thanks for that.
What?
You pronounced decided as digested, which was an interesting little loop to throw us.
Right. Insulator is instance.
Yes.
If something, for instance, suddenly decided to go into a...
I don't know.
Something and something.
A love of
a lot of people.
A lot of people to...
Right, battalion's in there twice as well. Fuck.
And crises as well. Crisis battalion. What's that?
I mean, crisis.
Great name for a metal band.
Crisis could be crisps. It could just be crisps. This could be.
I don't think so, because
I don't think so, because I don't know why Prince Philip would be talking about crisps.
No, he probably doesn't know what they are. Or, I mean, he doesn't know what anything is anymore, but you know.
I don't know. Decide to go into something and buy a lot of people. No.
A lot of people to debut, but like, what comes earlier in the alphabet than debut?
Several words.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks.
Probably something to begin. It's probably DA though, because it's not going to be DC or DB, so it's going to be the next vowel.
If a child, for instance, suddenly decided to go into a...
If a child, for instance, decided to go into a... That's good.
Bizarre, is that definitely a B or does it start with an A?
That is a B.
Okay.
Build? No, that's BU. That's BU. That's the alphabet. Well done.
Yeah.
Bathe. Bring. It could be bring.
Yeah. It might go in random directions. We could
bring a lot of
people. Perinator is already people.
Yeah.
If a child, for instance, decided to go into blah and bring a lot of people to dance.
Deal.
Yeah, deal with a... It's not crisis then.
It still could be crisps. It's a child going in to deal with a crisp issue. You don't know what you're there.
To deal with a something B, battle, badger,
CB,
banjo.
CB, next letter that comes to mind is T, which I don't think.
We figure out crisis.
Deal with a...
Are you going to Bannister crisis battalions? Batter, cruddy.
No, because batter is later in the alphabet than battalion.
Beef, crisp. Are you going to beef, crisp, badgers?
I don't know if Tony usually gives hints at any point.
Please do.
It's causing me physical pain. So batter does come after battalions, but it does come before another word in this.
Is batter there? Batter.
Bazaar.
Batter does come before bazaar.
If a child, for instance, decided to go into a school and batter a lot of people to
deal with
to deal with a
cringe.
Oh, are you going? Is Bannister ban? Are you going to ban?
Bannister is ban.
So to deal with something, are you going to?
Oh God! Okay, so it's going to be about a kid going into. Is it about banning knives from schools? Not obviously they're already banned, but is it about?
So I don't know the origin of the quote. I would have to guess it would be about banning knives or guns.
So
If a child decided to go into,
You are going to kick yourself when it's revealed it's crisp baguette.
oh, if a child, for instance, suddenly decided to go into a school and batter a lot of people to death with a
Crisp baguette.
Chris Butty.
Yeah, it's
with a corned beef.
Chelsea bun. Is it Chelsea bun? I've been watching a lot of Bake Off.
with a creamed banana. I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm going to
candy bun.
I'm going to have to cut you off there. You did get very close. I am still going to give you just the 1 point.
Kate Bat.
Kate Blanchett. You know what? You said bat. You got bat.
Cricket bat.
Cricket bat.
Are you going to ban cricket bat?
Now, I will say, it's not a child. He's not talking about a child.
Commuter?
Chap.
Who would have a cricket bat?
Fuck off.
Cricketer. Is actually a cricketer.
I'm still only going to give you a 1 point because I basically helped you there at the last point. But yes, the original quote is, if a cricketer, for instance, suddenly decided to go into a school and batter a lot of people to death with a cricket bat, which he could do very easily, I mean, are you going to ban cricket bats? So again, presumably that was about knives or guns in school. You did get very close, and it was very fun to watch you struggle for a while. So just the 1 point there.
And now back over to Bobbie, who only has 6 words to deal with.
Oh my God, there's more!
Oh yeah, there's one more.
Why is there more?
No, Tom, you're the longest running person on this show.
I hate this game.
All I'm gonna say,
Nobody said they weren't going to do it anymore.
Laura, you were offered the chance to join Bobbie's team.
So bad at this game.
All right, so Bobbie and co. It was Partridge of the foursomes of warm-up if we didn't have counter-revolutionaries rushing around every tinge someone left off a gutter asking, are you all right? Are you sure you don't have a ghastly procurer? You just got on with it.
I'm going to say it. Being Prince Philip, I don't think tinge has changed.
I just think that like foursomes of warm up sounds like the name of a really, really bad Mills and Boon romance novel, to be honest.
Yeah, about the comedy circuit. Foursomes of warm-up acts.
Oh no. All together in the green room.
Oh no. Oh, that sounds awful.
It does.
Partridge's part. Part of the, I'm going to assume, is how this starts.
Yeah.
Take it away.
It was part
It's got to
of
be time.
Yeah, Tinge's time.
Gutter is gone, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure how long I should let you struggle before I start confirming or denying things, but...
Well, I think if we get it right, you should say that it's right.
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable request.
Yeah.
What would foursomes and warm up be? It was part of the...
Well, I'm going to guess warm-up is just war.
Yeah.
Saturday.
So
Fallout.
Austin?
Yeah. It's part of the fallout. We didn't have counter-revolutionaries.
So is the hyphen still there?
I will tell you, this is an esoteric one. The original word is just one word, no hyphen.
Oh, that was sneaky, Johnny. Come on, Johnny.
Sorry, Rue, what was that?
This question is a bit...
Counselors?
Counsellors is correct, yes.
Are you sure you don't have a ghostly...
Is gutter definitely gun, by by the way?
Gutter is gun, yes.
Okay.
Sure you don't have a ghastly...
What would that be?
The only two,
Procurer.
I think the only two you've got left to get are foursomes and procurer.
Is it just problem?
Yes, it is.
Ah, that makes sense.
So as part of the something of war, we didn't have...
Fallout of war.
Folly. Was it folly?
No.
Oh.
Frivolity. Fellatio.
No, this isn't a conversation about pavement slabs, Bobby.
Yes, it was part of the fellatio of war.
It was part of the fellatio of war. The fellatio of war.
Are you sure you don't have a ghastly pavement?
Bobby, it says fellatio of war, not fellatio of floor.
Hey!
I mean, it doesn't say fellatio either. By that.
Just to clarify, Mark.
So it was part of the Fallout? No, it's not Fallout.
Foundations.
No.
Shit, I was really confident.
that was a really good guess, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a point for it, but...
Foundation?
No.
Oh, I think I know, but I'm not on anyone on this team. See, I finally learned. Right.
Tom, join my team just for a minute to give us the answer and then go back to your team, yeah?
Is that allowed?
Tom, stay on our team for the love of God.
Okay, okay.
Tom, I'm the substitute teacher. You can clearly established by this point you can do what the fuck you want.
No, I don't like making choices by myself. No, I'll just try and steal it if you give up.
So we've got everything else, haven't we?
Yeah, you've only got foursomes to get, which, I mean, is also on my...
I mean, yeah. And threesomes and twosomes as well. Haven't had many of those.
I haven't even had a onesome for a hot minute.
I had one 3 hours ago, yeah. Foursomes.
Furniture?
No, not furniture.
No, it's going to be a few places up in the dictionary, isn't it?
So it's not folly, and it's not the other word that we said.
Foundation.
Not foundation. It's not folly.
Is
it's
it
going to be a fancy word?
Work out.
If it's what I think it is, you don't check yourself.
Sorry, Mark. What was that?
Oh, I was just saying that what we need to work out is if it's still FO.
I'll tell you what it is. FO.
Further.
I'm not giving you any more letters after that.
It is FO, and then going for further.
It is FO.
Yeah.
It was part of the format of war. It's part of the genre.
We shot each other and then we had a wind down game.
It was my favourite trope.
Formula?
No.
Is it formula?
It's not formula, no.
Damn it.
This is difficult.
I'm going to give you another couple of minutes, and if you haven't got it, you only get the 1 point.
Oh, no.
I will say, keep in mind that this is a man who I'm fairly certain until the end of his days was very pro-war.
Okay. So it's a very pro sort of word, a positive word.
Is it foot fetish?
Or we just...
Christ.
It's part of the favourite moments. Whoa.
Here on the Big One's Top 10.
It's part of favours?
No, that's not FO.
It's FO.
FO in it, yeah.
Forces.
No.
Fuck.
Is
it fuck?
Oh, fuck it, this is doing me in. Is it foundations?
No, Mark already guessed that.
Oh,
Try foundations.
I was going to say fundamentals, but then you said it was an O.
Is it? It was part.
Is it fundamentals?
It's not. That's not FO.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about those.
Now I know why none of you, apart from Laura, knew about the Scrabble news.
It was part of the positives of war.
All right.
Foxy ladies.
Fossils, no.
No. It was. I'm gonna. You get 1 point for getting every other word. It was part of the fortunes of war.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Do you know what? I have spent half of this fucking lockdown playing Wheel of Fortune on. I forgot the word fortune.
Now, I'm starting to think that this Prince Philip fellow was not with the times.
At all. No.
He was at one point.
I'm glad he's
never
dead.
really moved forward.
All right. So, moving back to Tom's team for the last round of the round. So, Tom and Co. If it has 4 lemurs and it is not a chambermaid, if it has got 2 wisdoms and it fetus, but it is not an affirmation, and if it switches and it is not a subsystem, the Cantonese will eat it. This was
That's the quote. That's the quote. That's it. That's it.
this was making the rounds a lot after he died. So
Because it's racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm assuming, right, if it has 4 legs and it is not a
Child.
Oh.
Remember, we can't say that it's racist. He's just institutionally gaff prone.
Also, it's not child. It's not higher up in the dictionary than chambermaid.
No, it's not child. If it has 4 legs and it is not a... if it has got 2...
Willies.
And it fortunes... No, that doesn't work.
If it's
And
got 2 Willies and fortunes, yes.
2 wheels of... If it's got 2 wheels of fortune...
But it is not a... and if it swims and it is not a...
If it swims and it's not a submarine. That last bit is if it swims and it's not a submarine. Definitely.
If it has... Okay, if it's got 4 limbs and it's not... It's got 4 limbs and it's not a chair. If it's got 2 wings and it flies, but it is not an airplane. And if it swims and it's not a submarine, the Cantonese will eat it.
Right, sorry, one more time. My Zoom window was fucking up, so I have to...
If it has 4 limbs and it's not a chair, if it's got 2 wings and it flies, but it's not an airplane, and if it swims and it's not a submarine, the Cantonese will eat it.
Absolutely spot on, word for word.
Horrible
Fantastic.
man.
Sorry, just check. Do submarines swim?
Yes, they've got little flippers.
Yeah. So in every submarine, there's one guy just designated at the back who's got to touch his lips.
That's just an episode from the Flintstones, isn't it?
Listen, you might think that if you sign up for the Navy, that's a shit job, but that's just part of the foundations of war.
Like I've never classed a yacht as paddling. So really say it.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it right.
Did we lose Bobbie?
It seems like we've lost Bobbie.
No,
Bobbie, can you hear us?
No, Bobbie, you're our true leader.
He's just gone to empty the washing machine.
No, I was just touching up my makeup because I'm a Leo. I'm vain. Sorry, were you talking about me?
Oh, classic.
I thought you said from a layout on Vine, and I was like, wait, I thought they shut that down.
Oh, too soon.
No, I'm from Birmingham. I don't say words properly.
I do like the fact that we're all sadder about the death of Vine than Prince Philip.
It had a bigger cultural impact. I don't know what you wanted me to say.
Well, at the end, neither were relevant anymore. So
Yeah, Vine was relevant for 6 seconds, which is 6 seconds longer than Prince Philip ever was.
Vine had better memes than Prince Philip's Twitter account.
And let's be honest, it was Prince Andrew was more popular with kids, so...
Oh no!
And that's a house now.
I mean, he's not popular with them. That's kind of the point.
Well, and that brings us neatly and tidily onto game 5. Dickhead of the month. This is less of a game and more just a chance for the panelist members to rant or, in Mark's case, leave. So, in this round, each panelist gets 1 minute to make their case for those who they want to nominate as their Dickhead of the month. So I will be telling you when you're going. I'll be giving you no warning, so be prepared to go at any time. And whoever convinces me that you have the best dickhead, or the worst dickhead in this case, gets 7 points. I'm not going to align like counter points to that. I'll just give like 7, 5, 3 to first, second, and third, because I can do what I want. So let's start with Ella, because you're the one that's currently maximised on my Zoom call. So,
fantastic. I didn't have the time to prepare, unlike anyone else, so thanks.
You know what? Actually, that's fair.
I'm taking it. You said my name, I'm starting.
Okay, right. Hang on, I got to start you because you only get 1 minute, so I'll be letting you know when you've got 10 seconds left.
You've done this show. You know no one uses the minute.
I used the minute. Fuck you. I did well and didn't even win for it, and I'm not bitter about it. So.
I feel like UMBY's about to award themselves retrospective points.
First, second, and third, baby.
Yeah. UMBY won the episodes they weren't even on.
Yeah. All right, so Ella, your 60 seconds start now. Who was your dickhead of the month?
So last week, I got an invitation from a friend to join on a live stream on Sunday. Now, I'd already set an appointment to bring my cat to the vet on Monday morning. So I thought, well, fine, we'll wrap this up quickly. Then I found out that the live stream on Saturday evening, I found out that the live stream started at 8 p.m. PST, which could as well stand for pretty shitty time, because that means 5 a.m. my time. Now, I start at 5 a.m. my time. We wrapped it up at around 8:30 in the morning. I get up in time, grab my cat, go to the vet, because some of the people that I live with think that my cat is suffering from depression. He's fine, by the way. That takes me an hour to go there, an hour to get back. And then I see a message on Discord from Johnny saying they need somebody to fill in, and the dickhead of the month is my fucking ADHD brain going, sure, I'll do it, and sleep for 3 hours, and I'm here completely sleep deprived. And this was a terrible idea. But I'm glad to be here. Thanks.
That's my favourite Oscar speech.
All right. So let me just make a note of that so I can do a summary at the end there. So your dickhead of the month, Ella, was your brain, which I mean, mood.
Or untreated ADHD. Pick one.
That's not me saying that I also think your brain is dickhead of the month. it's lovely to meet you.
If everyone nominated my brain, I'd be a little insulted. If everyone went off at me for a minute.
So next up, let's go with Tom. Tom, you've got 6. And unlike Johnny, I'm not going to cut you off in 60 seconds, but I will actually take points into account. So Tom, your 60 seconds start now.
My dickhead of the month is passport photo machines, right? Because I have rejoined the workforce in that I'm commuting now, and I need to have a photo ID, and they only take cash, and that really fucking annoys me. So I had to get cash out, and then they only take exact change, so I had to delay it a day, like go alone, break a tenner, because I don't carry cash often because I'm like the Queen in that I'm grieving, and then. And so next day, finally had to change, put it in there, and after all that fucking effort, this is what I'm fucking stuck with.
Why are you holding pictures of AJ Hill?
Exactly! Exactly! £6 in 2 days for this. Passport machines can fucking do one. Take contactless and, fits my timekeeping, so I do it in the morning when I look nicer.
All right. And time left on the clock. So a very good dickhead of the month there to contrast those very bad passport photos. So next up, let's go with Mark. Mark, your time starts now.
My dickhead of the month this month is Morrison's. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the M&S versus Aldi debacle, but I think that Morrison's have got away far too easily here. And the reason I think that is because every other shop that has their own caterpillar cake has followed the naming convention of See the Caterpillar. What have Morrison's done? They've called theirs Morris the Caterpillar. Which, frankly, they can fuck right off with that. Like, either call it, I don't know, something like Callum, or go all out Morris the Millipede. Don't pull that shit. And if you're going to say, well, we need to keep the same design, we need to have the right number of legs, then call it Morris the motherfucking missing leg millipede for all right. Don't bullshit me with Morris the Caterpillar. It is not good branding. It makes no sense. And you're the wrong uns in this situation.
Yeah. And again, time left on the clock, so very, very well good. And a very good point made. I'm not going to lie. I have never paid that much attention to the chocolate caterpillar cake community. It's a cause that's been brought to my eyes over the past few weeks. And
I never paid attention to it until I was told that I'm guesting on a topical panel show, and it was in the news.
All right, so Bobbie, you're going to go next.
Can I just point out that Sainsbury's caterpillar cake is called Wiggles? Why do they get off scot-free?
Quick reminder, Rue, you're on my team.
Oh, fantastic.
I think it should deduct points. She's right.
Yeah, Rue is
You
right.
can only cover so much in a minute, right? It's fair.
So,
if I've got seconds left, fuck you, Sainsbury's as well.
You did have seconds left, so I'll include that. All right. Bobbie, your turn. Your time starts now.
Okay, my dickhead of the month is The Sun, not the newspaper, the celestial body. And I'll tell you why. Because I've had a few days out and I'm burnt all over. You might not be able to see, but I'm incredibly burnt. I think it's time to abolish The Sun. I think we've had a good run. We've done the free trial, but now it's time to cancel the subscription because we don't need it anymore because we have electricity. We have electricity now. We don't need The Sun. We can have a network of lamps instead because lamps give more ambience, they give more coziness. You know what isn't ambient and cozy? The fucking sun. It's a murderer. It's horrible. And you're probably thinking, how are we going to fund this mass lamp fund? I'll tell you how. All of the money that people would normally spend on sun blocker and sunscreen can go towards the global lamp fund. And we can just have lamps everywhere instead. And not street lamps, like little shitty lamps, just littered everywhere like little mushrooms.
I did not realise.
Fuck the sun.
All right, Mr. Burns.
This message brought to you by moths.
I'm a moth. I would love to be a moth.
Now, Bobbie, I'm on your team, but have you considered the effect this could have on solar power, which could be used to power said lamps?
Mark, do you always put your glasses on before you mansplain people?
Yes, it's why I've put my glasses on for the first time in 15 years.
I'm sure you've mansplained since then, darling.
It's like a reverse CSI Miami.
You know what? I'm not a scientist. I don't, whatever. I don't care. I'm a comedian.
No.
All right, so
just watch out for any babies that might wish to shoot you after that plan.
Not the only person who wants to shoot me. Fine.
Rue, your time starts now.
Okay, for my dickhead of the month, I would like to nominate the comedy cartoon show The Simpsons. It's been
Cold.
Is it, is it forgiving Bobbie
what
ideas?
really broke the camel's back for me was that recently it decided to remind everyone that Morrissey exists. That's my thing.
So not even Morrissey is the dickhead of the month. The Simpsons are the.
Yeah, it's their fault. They've made him relevant again.
I have enjoyed watching him get so angry about it, though.
In the same breath, though, they did remind Morrissey that everyone else hates his existence, and they also remind him what he hates about his own existence, so...
I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but that just made me more annoyed.
All right, well, lastly, Laura, your dickhead of the month, please. Your time starts now.
Okay, I feel really, really bad about this one because this person is not a dickhead. It's just what they've done. I feel it comes across as a bit dickheadish. As many of you know, I'm a speedrunner, so I play games very, very quickly, or at least attempt to. And about 6 weeks ago, I started playing a game called A Day in the Life, which is a very, very old ZX Spectrum game about the life of Sir Clive Sinclair and a day in his life, which is it's a lovely, simplistic game. You just take the inventor of the Sinclair C5 around doing day-to-day tasks. And I set the world record in that. I became a world record holder in literally the first game years ago that I ever played. And I was so proud. And then someone came along and they beat that record. And I've since discovered that the person who beat that record was also a guest on this show last month. So I hate to call someone who was on last month a dickhead because they are genuinely not. But I will call out Ian Lame for beating my world record on the first game I ever played by a full 2 minutes and I think 17 seconds as my personal dickhead of the month.
Fantastic.
I have to say, Laura, I'm not surprised that your record got broken because you say you're a speedrunner, but you are one of the only people that ran over your time today. So.
Oh, goodness.
So at the end
That was
of
spicy.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Because I know for a fact that even if Laura had run under time, UMBY's been sitting on that. So
Yeah.
That's true. So at the end,
I'm also. Can I also just say, Ian Ruffle Breaks, you're really not. I love you. I do. I know you're streaming right now, and I
stop throwing the points.
Yeah, I was
streaming. They don't know you told them a dickhead. It's fine.
I was going to say, I was half tempted to give you at least second or third place, but if you've reneged on calling him a dickhead of the month,
okay, he's a dickhead. He's a dickhead.
Okay. So at the end of I'm going to give third place to Laura there. I'm going to give second place to Mark, but I'm going to give first place to Tom and his poor passport photos because he's stuck with them. He's stuck with them for years now, and it's mainly out of pity. And also,
I'm thinking of using them as headshots.
And also,
get my money's worth.
Also, your rant did actually very much make me laugh. So let me just try and remember what each points are worth. Laura gets 3, Mark gets 5, Tom gets 7. Who's on what team? I don't remember.
Neither do I, apparently.
me and Tom are on the same team, so thank you.
Me and Laura are on the same team, I do know that.
Okay, so at the end of that round, Laura and Tom got their team 10 points, and Mark got their team 5. So if I can just do some maths correctly, it means that at the end of that round, we have Tom's team on 23, Bobbie's team on 16.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We are going to take another break now, so feel free to nip away, get another tea, coffee, anything like that, go to the loo. Bobbie and co need to take the time to strategize on how they're going to close this ever-widening gap. Of course, we're not going anywhere, and as same as before, if you want to support us on Patreon or on PayPal, all the links are down below. But
Johnny's in there with a link, snippety-snap. It's impressive.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just going to go on Ian's Twitch.
I'm already on there. I'm already on there.
Laura, do you ever go on GDQ and so on?
I've watched a lot.
But not planning on joining anytime soon.
Yeah, but by the way, Laura, I was always going to give you points because I'm really into speedrunning, and it was just nice to have speedrunning mentioned.
Honestly. I've got a Final Fantasy 15 speedrun in the background. Not playing, but I've got it ready.
Oh, okay. Awesome. What's the speedrun record for that? It's got to be at least 8 hours.
The one I'm watching is 6 hours and...
Oh, fuck.
This one is All Royal Arms, 6 hours on the dot. And I think they run in 6 hours and 14 minutes.
Bloody hell.
Do you prefer glitchless speedruns or glitched runs?
I'm currently playing DuckTales, which involves a massive glitch to skip past the majority of the moon in that. So yeah, I prefer glitchless, but the game I'm currently playing utilizes a massive one. So
I used some leaked strats from a Bloodborne speedrun that I watched to help me beat a boss that I had beaten before, but it was a right bastard. And the satisfaction of going from struggling with him time and time again to being able to take him down in under 30 seconds was so satisfying.
It's weird because I was running I've had 2 attempts at just getting a time for Super Mario Land on the Game Boy over the past week. And it's been 25 minutes, then 20 minutes. But then you look at the speed run, and now I can see that the final boss in Super Mario Land, rather than me just staying over the left-hand side of the screen and casually just shooting it and hoping that they hit, can be beaten in 3 seconds.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
I just told Ian that you called him your dickhead of the month, and his response was, "That's fine, I'm just glad to get the recognition."
If you have your blue limit, hit the switch at the same time.
You can hear Ian's stream.
Yeah, that's not me. I've closed it.
Yeah, I'm just putting, I'm so sorry. See it as publicity.
Now you all know that if Ian's still streaming when this show ends, we could even do a raid. I don't know. Do we do raids here? Yeah. I think that would be fun. I've debated with whether or not I want to give speedrunning some attempts, but it's just so stressful. It's like, because you fuck up once, and I'm prone to fucking up a lot, especially in video games. And like, I know that doesn't immediately kill a run, but it doesn't help. And I think I would fuck up once, and then just a domino of a snowball effect of fucking up. And I would never be able to do very well. I think the only one I'd even have a chance on is like the Hitman games, because they're divided up episodically. Like I could take, not breaks per se, but...
Yeah, I've been playing Hollow Knight recently, and I'm addicted to it. I'm obsessed with it, but it's also destroying me because it's quite hard.
Yeah, so I got it when it was free on PS Plus a couple months ago.
Yeah,
it's been sitting there, and I can't. I've actually started playing through the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, trying to 100% the entire Kingdom Hearts collection, because I know if I start playing Hollow Knight, it's going to be me or the controller. And
yeah, it's very, very frustrating, but it's also really good. Like, I started playing it thinking, I'm not going to stick with this, because I was never able to stick with Metroid, and it's very similar to Metroid in a lot of ways. But I'm so obsessed. And I've just spent like an entire week, about 2 solid hours every night the last week, trying to defeat one certain boss. No. And I finally did it, but I had to like upgrade my sword, or nail as it's called in the game, in order to do it. But oh Christ, it's so fucking good. It's
like that is like, I think one of the best feelings when playing video games is you go to do a boss, he kicks your ass several times, so yeah. you go away if the game allows, you go away and you like you prep and you do some actual prep, and then you come back and you wipe the floor with him. Like you haven't even necessarily over leveled. You've just gotten better gear and like gotten better at the actual motions of the game. Like I did that with Kingdom Hearts 1. Like the last boss destroyed me because I was trying to beat the game on the hardest difficulty, and it was just killing me. So I just went away, read a couple guides, because I think that's fair game, and like prepared properly, like upped my gear and came back, and it was honestly a piece of piss, and just that satisfaction, like you don't get there anywhere else, I think.
No, I think the last game that I got that kind of satisfaction with was when I played Xenoblade Chronicles, like the first one back when I was like 16 or 17, because the final boss with that, you have to be really fucking strong to defeat. And I tried doing it like every night for a good fortnight, realised I had to go away and level up, and it only took me 2 days to level up, and then I came back and did it like immediately. So it is that learning curve though, of kind of like the muscle memory of what that enemy will do and how you can evade that enemy, and things like that.
That's basically what DuckTales is.
I've never played DuckTales.
Oh, play DuckTales. I highly recommend it for hours and hours of frustration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was going to do that. Don't worry, but we've got, how many games have we got left? 1 or 2? 2. Okay.
We've got Great Debate and the picture round. Not the picture round. The have I done it? No. You know the one. The game that's on everything else.
It's okay. I'll do points genuinely during Game 6, and then I'll just already decide who wins and send them during Game 7. So.
Yeah. I'm quite pleased with how this starts. I've done no prep.
Same.
Well, you know, I'm a team captain. It's not about me. It's about the guests. So therefore, just
oh no, it's all about me.
Well, yeah, but you're a guest team captain. That's different.
Also, like
you're like the best guest.
It is all about you, Bobbie, as we've already established. A, everyone's on your team, and B, every gay person is now a friend of Bobbie.
I'm not
And
used
also,
to...
C, you're a Leo.
My only worry is
Yeah,
that Bobbie
true.
sounds like we love cops.
Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, I have changed
You
my
said
name.
cops there, didn't you?
Cops. Yeah.
Just checking.
I definitely thought that you said.
I'm a fan of those as well.
I do really fancy
not
Steve
cops,
Arnott.
but
I fancy Steve Arnott, so that's all right.
Steve Arnott, I would.
I wish I was a witness so he could shag me.
Oh yeah, and also the Irish guy Hastings, like the battle. I would
climb Hastings like a tree.
Spit on that face because that nose, Christ, that could hit some good places.
If it's the name, would you have the same effect if there was also somewhere out there as Stephen Bodmin Moore?
Are we still talking about DuckTales?
Yeah, we're still talking about DuckTales at the moment. The Bodmin Moore level is a fucker.
Now I want to watch Line of Duty.
Yeah. I watched the first 3 series when I was back at home with my mum, but where I live right now, we don't have a TV license, so I can't watch.
No, I'm sorry, you can. Nah.
No, but
what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Come to say social distancing. It's fine.
It was my flatmate who signed the declaration on it. I just don't want to dob them in. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it would be unfair. But it means that I can't watch season 6 yet, even though it's on Netflix, because I need to watch seasons 4 and 5 first.
Yeah.
Because I have to ddo things really thoroughly from start to finish. I can't just dart between things.
Everyone's been going on about it loads, and I got a bit sick of it and not really knowing what it was. So me and Kat, but on her idea, watched seasons 1 to 6 in the space of a week so that we would be up to date by last week's episode. And it has been an emotional roller coaster.
I'll tell you who else would get it.
Feelings and all at once.
Dot Cotton, Matthew Cotton. I would climb that man.
Right, because I've only seen him in Hot Fuzz before, so I was amazed.
I don't know. There was just something about him where he was obviously a dickhead, but I just wanted to sit on him, and I don't often get that with dickhead cis men, to be honest. Dickhead lesbians, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Speaking of which,
they're allowed. Kate.
Oh, she's breaking lesbian hearts everywhere.
She is.
That's not.
Why is she so straight? Why is she's got no business having that haircut and being that straight. I'm sorry, that might sound
jumpers.
Those fucking jumpers. Oh, come on. And in the first 2 series, she was wearing those granny cardigans that I used to wear when I was 19 years old and thought I was straight. She's obviously that kind of long, floaty sort of stepmom cardigan. That, I'm sorry, but you're a closeted gay if you're wearing those. You didn't, you're denying what's true to you with swathes of cotton. That's what I think.
I'm glad I've got my Line of Duty.
I'm talking bear shit.
No, I love it. Because I've only really talked about Line of Duty with Kat, and it's almost this exact same conversation. So it's nice to know that we're not alone in our craziness.
Does she also have a burning desire for Ted Hastings and Dot Cotter?
I don't think so, but she's watching us, so I'm sure I'll find out in a matter of minutes.
Can you ask her on my behalf and let me know? Because I need to know that I'm not alone.
Give me 1 minute. I
need to know that bisexual women like this.
Okay.
I was hoping to restart the show soon, but it's good to know that the important news is being discussed, debated, and delivered.
I mean, Line of Duty is really, it's been in the news, it's been in the public consciousness this month, I feel.
That's fair enough, but that'll be for you, babe. No.
We've already talked about Kate Fleming.
What did she say about Dot Cotton and Ted Hastings?
She says Dot Cotton, yes, he's big and tall. Hastings would be a bit too dad-like for her.
Oh, see, This is where it really shows that I lost my dad at a young age, like the massive daddy issues.
No, I've got the same. No, I've got the same daddy. I'm dating my dad. Kat is very much my dad, and my dad's still, here.
All right, now I need to show off.
I know. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I have both parents. How are you?
I have one parent who's very vulnerable. Thank you for rubbing salt in the wound.
Are we all back?
Jesus Christ.
Love you, Bobbie.
He's going to the toilet again. Actually, I'll be back.
I'd let Ted Hastings be my dad.
If other people are going to the toilet, I'm actually going to go to the toilet.
Had 15 minutes.
Oh, you are a substitute teacher.
We're going to start throwing like paper balls at you now at UMBY. That's what we're going to do.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'll send one in the post.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
That would work.
Yeah, because my mailman does actually throw his post at me. That's what I get for being a dick to him.
Oh.
I'd throw balls at you, but I've had mine removed.
Oh.
Well, hey.
What, you didn't keep them as a souvenir?
They wouldn't let me. But to be fair, it wasn't, elective. My roommates got tired of me peeing in the plants, so they had me fixed.
I'm back.
Right. Wait, Ruth's gone as well still.
What other sexy dads do you like, Bobbie?
I'm just going to pop.
Yours.
Yeah, no, mate. My dad looks like a white version of Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. Won't blame you.
Mark, have you actually gone?
I was like Gabriel Burns.
I'm gonna kill him.
I'm back, but I've knocked all my shit to the ground. There we go.
That's all right. Mark's gone now.
I'm just talking about sexy old men to fill the time.
I'll just go
Jeremy Irons, he's a bit of all right.
Jeremy Irons, yeah. I mean, in Lolita, he's questionable, but I'd still.
Anyone?
Yeah.
What Watchmen, Jeremy Irons?
Oh, we're on about sexy Jeremy Irons. Just that he's a nice looking lad.
The voice of Star in Lion King.
Lion King, yeah.
When my hands in the
Star
air,
is sexy.
okay?
Oh yeah, Star would get it.
He's on lips. I'm talking, all right? So.
I can still talk.
Yes,
Stop lying, Tom. You can't.
No, yes, I can. Look, you're doing it too.
You can't.
You're talking too.
See, I thought at the start of the show I wasn't going to be invited back, but now Johnny might invite me back, and I'm going to tell him to piss off.
No. Look, UMBY, I love you, but I work in primary stores. It's nice to be on this side of it for once.
You're going to be invited back in place of Tom for course.
That's fair. All right, so we're moving on to our next game. This game is The Great Debate. So this follows a kind of question time format. All of the panelists have roles, and I will be acting as the moderator. So we're going to discuss a single topic issue, and there we go. There's everyone's roles on the screen. You can see there. So shockingly enough, as you can see from a couple of the names, we're going to be talking about the LGB Alliance. Just as a quick summary for anyone who might not know, the LGB Alliance, and God, do I envy you. The LGB Alliance was founded in 2019 to oppose Stonewall on transgender issues. They oppose gender identity education in school, treatment of children for gender dysphoria, and gender recognition reform. So I'm going to be, first of all, giving everyone and their characters a short period of time to give opening statements on how they feel about the news recently that the LGB Alliance has been granted charitable status by the Charity Commission.
Give me a second just to get my camera on. I realise that I'm playing a bit of a pantomime villain, I guess. So I put the effort in and actually did the moustache.
All right, so We will just go in the sort of left to right, top down order as we are on screen. So, Bobbie, we're going to start with you. The LGBT Alliance has been granted charitable status. Give your opening statements on how you feel about this.
What character is Bobbie? Sorry, I can't read him.
I'm Mermaid. I'm the spokesperson for mermaids, and it's quite ironic because I'm a mermaid myself. I'm Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I am the original Little Mermaid, and what I have to say is, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say that all transphobes smell a bit like feet? Oh, there's more.
Are you going to say more, or?
Oh, I'll just have a quick look. Oh, hang on. Oh.
It's fine if there's not. We can move on to someone else's opening statement. You can save all of the hot, like, you'll be.
Oh, okay. I've got one. Transgender men and women, sick of swimming, ready to stand.
Nice.
There you go. That was a bit awkward.
You
keep going now.
You didn't quite stick the landing, but you live underwater, so that's all right.
That's true. I'm still getting used to my feet.
So, moving on, Glinna, how do you feel about the LGBT Alliance being given charitable status?
I'm not going to attempt an Irish accent. I was about to. I'm not going to attempt an Irish accent.
I'll be honest, that silence was very...
Oh, my God.
Find out whether you do it or not.
I think that they definitely should be granted charity status because they're protecting us from all these scary trans lesbians who are going onto lesbian dating sites. You know, completely unlike myself, going on there to troll them. Don't look at me.
Was that in character?
Let's just say that it was.
Okay.
I think the end bit was in character as Graham Linehan's carbonara pan.
What?
Oh, you're not aware of this?
I'm off Twitter now.
Oh, okay. Well, this was when his wife first left him. He was seen in, I think it was Asda, buying all of the ingredients of a carbonara and a pan.
Jesus. That's Andrew Marsh energy.
That's Family Fortunes Andrew Marsh energy.
Well, you shouldn't actually make fun of me for that because that carbonara was actually really tasty.
Well, let's move on to Mark. You're the charity commissioner. You're the one that granted LGBT Alliance the charity status. So what do you have to say about that?
I've been provided a written statement by the bosses here at the Charity Commission. No comment.
Well, Tom, you are the brick that was thrown at Stonewall. So you've obviously...
In the flesh, motherfuckers!
You're obviously an important part of queer history. What do you have to say about this whole debacle?
Of course they shouldn't be a fucking charity. Like, the ones they're going up against is named after me. Like, I'm not supporting those pricks. Going up, like, they've removed the T, and like, I am a brick. I have had a fantastic life being a brick, and the best time I ever had was when a trans woman lobbed me at someone. So, of course, it should not be granted charity status. Fucking do one.
The Charity Commission would just like to say that we do not negotiate with bricks.
Laura, you are LGBT Alliance founder Bev Jackson. What do you have to say about all of this? And as just please try not to get us sued for defamation or libel.
Can I open by saying that LGBT Alliance is no transphobic organization. We embrace the T. We do not that letter. We don't fear that letter. Okay, we are open. all of here genders. This genders and 25 of the alphabet. Okay, and we stick by that.
Laura
Can I
is
just say, talking to trans folks is like trying to get blood out of the Stonewall brick.
What about bricks? What?
It's okay, it was just a good joke.
Oh, good, right. I was distracted by my food, I'm sorry.
No, bricks can eat. We're all learning something here today. Finally, last on this question time panel is J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, I'm sure you have an opinion.
Well, I think it's absolutely amazing that they finally got charity status. I've been doing everything I can every single time a trans person tweets at me. I kill off another Harry Potter character. Because they're here on the panel today, I now have to inform everyone that Jeremy Clarkson is a Hufflepuff. Send tweet.
The bricks are coming for you too, J.K. Rowling, and Harry Potter. We built Diagon Alley. Right, we can take it away.
Hagrid is a Tory.
So with the opening statements out of the way, I'm just going to issue some questions. I will issue them to specific panelists, but feel free to jump in and talk over each other because that's what people are paying to see. So I think I would like to level this first question to you, Bev, and that is, what do you say to accusations from MPs and Pride in London that the LGBT Alliance is a hate group?
We are no hate group. We embrace all. The only reason we are called the LGBT Alliance is because when we registered, it has the same rules as naming a Pokemon, 12 characters. And we had to drop a letter.
Actual women for a second and tell you that the LGBT Alliance is not a hate group.
And I'm hungry.
Well, if no one's got anything to jump in on that, I'll issue another question. To the Stonewall brick.
Oh, come on. This is really hard.
No, I think
I got my 1 point, all right? I got my 1 point across. That's... All right.
What does it mean to be LGBT plus in 2021 versus the Stonewall riots?
It's just part of the history. I mean, the history gets confused. Like, I'm obviously a red brick, not a stone brick, but things get lost in the mix, and that's fine. But just, it's important to learn about your history. It's important because if you forget about that, then it's all going to happen again. So read up on the Stonewall riots and all the other riots and everything good about queer history. No jokes on the Stonewall brick, dickheads.
As a counterpoint, Dobby's a racist now.
Dobby was a racist caricature anyway.
Okay.
Get in your lane, J.K. Rowling. I'll be here much longer than you.
So this is a question for... let's give this one to the Mermaid spokesperson. Do you think it is concerning that the neo-Nazi members of the LGBT Alliance have not been publicly denounced? And you know what? I'm also issuing this one to Glinner as well because I want to see what they have to say about this.
I got confused by was there a double negative in the sentence that you just asked me? So
I don't remember. Let me say.
Sorry, could you ask me again? I'm sorry. I didn't grow up here. I grew up in the ocean. I'm not used to human syntax. I'm just used to fish noises.
I understand.
Well, for comprehension, your average rate is under the sea.
Down where it's wetter, down where it's better. Take it from me. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ariel, is it concerning that the LGBT Alliance does not denounce its openly neo-Nazi and homophobic supporters?
If you are playing Ariel right now, it is appropriate that you're floundering.
I was going to use that pun. Well, I just think that the neo-Nazis are poor, unfortunate souls that need to redirect their energy elsewhere and actually support these poor children that actually need support. And they need to stop putting their hatred into horrible causes, and they need to redirect it elsewhere. That's what I think. But what would I know? I'm just a mermaid. I don't fucking know. I'm terrible at improv. I don't know why I get booked for this.
Because one of the other captains is currently floundering by just going, "It's me, the stone wall brick."
Yeah.
It's like, you're fine.
I tell you what, for the ones to blame for this, the Charity Commission have really got off lightly with the questions.
I'm not done, am I? I've only asked 2.
Is it possible that these, what we're claiming to be neo-Nazis, are actually people who are
Glenna, I'm not sure if it's just on my end. Your audio is really crackling out, but you could just say you're being cancelled, so I'm not sure.
Looks like you should have spent less on that pan and more on Wi-Fi.
in front of a window with a bit of tape on it. Has anyone considered that possibility?
It is fitting that Glenna has bad connection.
Platform, but Mike said.
It is unfortunate that Glenna has a poor connection with his Wi-Fi, as he also has a poor connection with his wife.
It just really like solidifies my knowledge that Glenna is actually just a Dalek. Just the inside of a Dalek, just like out, just on his computer chair, hating things.
So, all right then, Charity Commissioner. I wasn't going to ask you many questions because I figured you were probably just going to say no comment to them. But fine, since you had a snarky remark, let me ask you a question, and not even a funny one at that. Should women's-only spaces, such as bathrooms, be inclusive to trans women?
Let me just get a...
If you say no comment, I'm dropping you a point.
In that case, we will not say it.
Can't even see it.
Don't make me say it out loud. I'm not getting the point docked.
Can you hold it closer to the camera?
My answer is on the paper.
No. Okay.
So, should women's only spaces be inclusive to trans women? The Charity Commission says no.
Comment.
There, he said it. There we go, dock a point. Okay. Lastly, J.K. Rowling. Why is the LGBT Alliance willing to work with organisations such as the Heritage Foundation, who are openly anti-LGBT?
Because it's very important that we stick to our cultural heritage and don't push forward too far into this newfangled wokeness culture, such as being angry at specific people on Twitter. And I think it's important that we go back to our roots of just all discrimination.
It's beautiful.
I wish you'd go back to your roots of insignificance. Just really hate J.K. Rowling.
Strong words there from the masonry.
Ron Weasley has a venereal disease.
We know!
All right. So at the end of that round, Tom's team, you've managed to get yourself...
I've got a closing statement to make. I thought we were doing closing statements.
Oh, are we? Johnny didn't put that in the documents, so fine.
We didn't say opening statements either.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did for me. Fine. Everyone can give the closing statements in. Reverse order, as we did for the opening statement. So, J.K. Rowling, back you go. Give us a closing statement on how you feel about the whole debacle.
Well, I think that trans people having cancelled me is one of the many reasons that this world is going to shit, and I'm extremely mad at the fact that I've had to limit the expansion of my second pool.
LGB Alliance founder Hev. Bev Jackson, not Hev.
I have enjoyed his discussion. It's been lovely speak such luminaries as JK and Glinner. In the future,
I don't know. It seems quite appropriate for the leader of the LGB Alliance to be saying Führer.
I've got to call a second. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm busy. Just stick the money in the normal. Just stick the money in the normal account. I know it's America over there. I know it's early. Just go and do it. And I know you're at church. Just fucking do it, you cunt. And that's my closing statement.
I love the fact the first T we hear is on the end of cunt.
Well, that's all Bev has to say. Then we will move on to the Stonewall Brick. Brick, what are your closing arguments?
Stonewall Brick, motherfuckers. I will be here longer than any of you, and you're allowed to throw me at turfs.
All right. Charity Commissioner, what two-word statement do you have to say?
Oh, no, I'd just like to make this brief statement, which is quite simply, I don't know why anyone expects any better of us. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the current head of the Charity Commission is Tina Stowell, who is a Conservative politician and a member of the House of Lords. She's a peer. And she, at her interview in front of the Digital Culture, Media and Sports Committee, when she was interviewing for the role of the chair of the Charity Commission, she was refused an endorsement by the Digital Culture, Media and Sport Committee due to a complete lack of experience and a lack of any real insight, knowledge or vision. That is actual quotes from her bosses. So frankly, I don't know why you expect any better of us when that's the reality of the situation of who is in charge here.
Imagine that being your interview feedback.
Yeah.
Is that what they said to you, Bobby?
Sorry, Bobby. I know that's the third time you've heard
that was too soon. I'm still upset about that.
I'm so sorry. I retract. You can dock a point from my team. I'm sorry.
Get paid enough to pay back student loans.
Well, yeah, that's a genuine quote from the people interviewing her for the job, and she's in charge now, so don't expect better.
Duly noted. Glinner, your closing statements, please.
Well, first of all, I would like to say that I am being deplatformed. Second of all, I would like to use this platform that I'm being deplatformed from to say that trans women should definitely not be allowed in women's spaces, but I should, and also that I strongly agree with everything that J.K. Rowling said. Joanne, please answer my letters. Please notice me.
Sorry, you're being deplatformed. I can't even say no comment anymore without someone jumping on my back.
All you have to do is reach out to me on Twitter. Never mind.
And finally, Ariel, your closing statement.
I'm not Ariel, actually. I was just pretending. I attempted a very sort of conceptual piece where I was going to try and improvise whilst drunk and coping with lagging internet and 5 other people talking at the same time. I was going to try and talk about Mermaids, the charity, and the difficulties faced by transgender children and affiliate that with Little Mermaid quotes from the songs, and it just didn't work. But what I will say is that the LGBT Alliance can go fuck itself.
They're very specifically the LGB Alliance. That is very much the point.
If someone can clip that.
Oh my god.
I said the T, didn't I? Oh man.
Every time. We're no longer friends of Bobby.
Sorry. Bobby's
the LGB Alliance.
Cancel Bobby. Hashtag.
Well, all of my potential employers are cancelling me, so you guys might as well. So.
All right. At the end of that round, I just did a tally of how many times people made me laugh, and just assigned that many points. So at the end of that round, the total is Bobbie's team have 22 points, but storming ahead is Tom's with 32. So we have one more game left to go, and it's the last chance for Bobbie's team, Prime, to pick things back up. This is things that would be funny if they happened, but they didn't. A definitely original formatted round, where we're just going to, I'm going to read off some things that would be funny if they happened, but they probably didn't, or they didn't. People are going to come forward, and it seems we'd like to see, but we can't call it that. So the first one that we've got going on, this is a free-for-all, so people just feel free to jump in. The first one that we've got is unseen texts on Boris Johnson's phone.
Thank you for that heartfelt birthday message. Love, insert name of child.
Hi, Boris.
Child.
Oh, go on, Bobbie.
I was just going to say the child's message was sent from the Absorbaloff's gut.
I know I call you Dom, but these weeks are going a bit too far. Dominic Cummings, I don't know. I'm struggling with this one.
Hi, Boris. James Dyson here. Just wondering why the fuck there was that Henry Hoover in the photo of the Downing Street press conference room. I thought we had something special.
To reach the left-leaning demographic, have you considered putting on a green hat and marketing yourself as sexy Tory Link?
NHS COVID-19 notification. Hello, Boris Johnson. Birth date, 1st of July 1966. Test date, 19th of April 2021. Your recent competence test has come back negative. Please enter your results into the NHS COVID-19 app.
Hi, Boris. I know you've had your COVID jab now, but please do remember to still keep your 2 metre social distance. Thanks, Carrie.
Stop texting me back, you lard-filled condom. Kind regards, the Queen.
I like the implication that because stop texting me back, she's texting him and demanding he doesn't reply.
Just because my husband is dead doesn't mean you can sneak into my bed. Lots of love, Queen Liz.
Stop texting Philip's phone.
I'm hacking Philip's phone. Philip didn't know how to use a phone.
Yeah, I was going to say, it'd be very hard to hack Philip's phone because it'd be one of those old rotary ones.
Yeah, he still answers by saying ahoy ahoy.
He doesn't answer anything anymore.
No, that's the Ouija board.
No. We discovered earlier the mantle's been taken by Bobbie now, so...
Yeah.
All right,
Boris,
stop
your
texting
delivery
Bobbie.
order of thousands of bodies piled high on its way.
If you don't send this text message on to 5 of your best friends, then thousands of people will die of COVID-19.
All right, the next one. Things you wouldn't see on the national census.
Age, sex, location, question mark?
My details, because I forgot to fill it out on time.
Oh, you don't know what the boys come round to your house.
Who's your favourite sexy link?
Question 36. Generally, how would you describe your health? Question 37. Have you been in an accident at work that wasn't your fault? Yes.
Are you from a working class area, or is the government going to give your area's school funding?
Question 7. Do you consider yourself British? Question 8. What is the word found in verse 6, line 4, fourth along in God Save the Queen?
It's Die Mr. Brightside.
This page is left intentionally blank.
How many genders are there? Yes or no?
In 40 words or less, describe your persona.
What is your country of birth? Question 11. Yeah, but where are you from, though? Question 12. Is the UK institutionally racist? No or no?
If the answer is yes, turn to page 75 to find out your adventure.
I realise this actually sounds like something from a job centre, but have you claimed any benefits in the last 12 months? And why are you a scrounging cunt?
Question 88. Do you currently own any property within the EU, and how many foreigners live near it?
Question 75. What's your favourite euphemism for vagina?
How many children do you currently have residing in your household? And how many outside, Boris?
Question 73. If a train is travelling at 48 miles...
You have checked over 30, but with no children. How many cats do you have? No cats. How many houseplants do you have?
What was your last recorded brain age on Dr. Kawashima's brain training on the Nintendo DS?
Share your census results with 5 of your friends for Census Premium.
Question 55C. What was the name of that weed dealer again?
Pricey. It's always pricey.
Right, next one.
I think we're spent.
Yeah, that's why I was moving on to the next one. Things you wouldn't see at a White Lives Matter rally.
Blackburn.
23 pairs of chromosomes.
You probably won't see Prince Philip anymore.
Food items that aren't beige. More than 6 people.
Yeah, take it literally. 16 cans of beans.
You probably wouldn't, yeah. On-duty police officers because they're all too busy attending a White Lives Matter rally.
Good memes. The right can't meme. No.
So far, the food.
I can't say that out loud.
So far, the food's not spicy. The memes aren't spicy. Anything else?
Tom, would you say it after the show?
No. I'm going to read out one from the Twitch comments because it's just good. Taste.
Colour coordination. Well, no, I suppose we're all white. Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah.
That's...
Everybody's all white.
It's just a parade of undercut chicken.
They really shouldn't have called it the White Lives Matter rally. They really should have called it It'll Be All White on the Night. I'm allowed to make jokes too.
Yeah, but then you don't get invited back.
As we've established, that's fine. But the last one we've got is unlikely things to hear at Prince Philip's funeral.
Stop all the clocks.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Look, just go and sit over there on your own. Your family hates you.
To anyone watching at home today, we'd just like to pass on our heartfelt thank you for paying for the buffet.
We're upset to announce that Weekend at Queenie's Free has now been cancelled.
I was going to say the sharp blade of a guillotine slicing off Prince Andrew's cock.
And there, of course, we see the grandchildren, William and Harry. But one person conspicuous by her absence today is, of course, the Princess of Wales, Lady Diana.
A northern accent.
We did plan to end today's proceedings with a musical performance. Now, I'm going to be honest, there's been a slight error in booking, and we did book this act based purely on the song name without doing any further research, so apologies for that. But here with Crown, it's Stormzy.
Anyway, thank you all for coming to Four Seasons Landscaping.
Just really sad that Prince died before Prince Philip. This isn't a suggestion, it's just a
Shut the fuck up, Gabriel. We don't want him either.
Oh, Okay.
Well, we'll call it there. Okay, before I reveal the scores, Sam, I have sent you the scores on Messenger. So while Sam's inputting those and
we know we've lost.
And adjusting, yes, but by how much? So Sam's.
It's all about those margins, Mark.
Just a reminder to everyone watching that once again you can support us. You can support us on.
Bobbie is not happy she lost.
Support us on Patreon and by PayPal.
Oh, hang on a sec. I'm on Tom's team now. Get in there.
So yes, the links are in the description or in the chat. I'm sure Johnny's right on the money there with handing them all over. So if those are ready to go, I'm just going to assume that they are.
Can I just quickly read this comment from Andrew Taylor because it's very.
I know it's incredible. I've just seen it myself.
A White Lives Matter parade is also like a parade of undercooked chicken in that someone should slap it 100. Phenomenal comment, Andrew.
Chef kiss. Absolutely beautiful,
Fantastic.
Andrew. Well done.
Okay, so Sam, if those scores are ready, then we can announce that.
I want to rub it in Bobbie's face.
Well, Bobbie's team performed very valiantly with 35 points, but Tom's team.
Back just in time for the glow-in.
Yay!
I think you'll find Laura have 43 points. You're only on 35, Tom.
No!
My internet completely went there. I thought that I was just gone forever, and it came back and it was incredibly loud. Fucking hell! Right, what was the end?
5:43.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not, honestly.
No, it's not bad.
You guys really saved it in the last 2 rounds there. Some incredible stuff there. Not enough to win, but good. We all had
Good
fun.
show.
We didn't. I haven't asked, but I'm going to say we did. So yeah, to everyone watching, thank you for watching, especially if you stuck around for the whole show. Thank you very much if you can donate. The next show, which I will presumably not be hosting, is the belated birthday show on the 10th of May. Will feature team captains Kirsty Summers and Bobbie Jones. I hope this information I've been given is correct. And guest panelists, which may be subject to change, Paris Lefort, are James Ross, Edward Rowoff, Tom Short, and Kitty Messalina.
Hell of a lineup.
Johnny said that they usually finish the show by making joke predictions for the next month, but I haven't prepared any of those, so I'm not going to do that. So
we also put all our stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, go on. You plug your stuff. I'll quickly.
I'm not going first now.
No, you wanted this. You want.
It's just part of the format. I'm being guests on so that they can tell you where to find the things. It's part.
You're the
part of the job.
Taking advantage of this poor substitute teacher. So you start. You plug your shit.
Just tell me how to do. With social distance warriors, we've got a talk show every Thursday and a deep dive every Sunday. It's dead fun on Thursday because we talk to comedians, wildcards, anyone really, and bands. We've got William Stone, Poot from Poot Out Records, and we've got Into the Red talking about their new EP. And then on Sunday at 2 on Twitch only, we're doing a deep dive into Jonathan Creek with Frizz Frizzle called Mystery Locked Room Warriors. There we go. Done. We're on Twitch and YouTube. Do that. Fine. Someone else now put their finger. Don't like going first.
Bobbie.
I haven't really got anything to plug. The only thing I can say is that I have been making video game sprites out of hammer beads.
So
if anyone fancies anything sick like that, hit me up because I do like.
They're awesome.
They're so cool.
They are awesome.
Nothing else comedy related, not at the minute. So everything else I'm doing with Blizzard or Social Distance Warriors. Oh yeah, me and Harry Atkinson and Tom and Kirsty doing a deep dive into Star Wars, most likely focusing on the Star Wars.
No, it's only the prequels. You're only talking about the prequels.
No, that's on May the 4th, Star Wars Day.
Rue, got anything to plug?
I don't have anything to plug, but I would like to show you all that I just flinched because I realised this doll has been looking straight at me the entire time.
Burn it.
Oh my God, Rue, your flat is exactly what I imagine it would be. Just plants and creepy dolls. I love it. It's fantastic.
You've not even seen any of the plants.
I saw what I assumed was plants. I saw a bit of green, and I assumed it was a plant.
There's no plants in this room. I'm so confused.
Even the plants are sneaking up on you.
It's like they're happening.
It really is looking right at me, and I'm so worried. It's worrying me.
Philip's in there. Laura.
So yeah, I'm watching this at the moment. This is fun. More entertaining than I can say about my stream. But yeah, Twitch TV /Angel Interceptor doing random speedruns of old games during the week and other stuff as well. I can't post a link, which is lovely, but just click on my name. It's just hopefully just in chat next to link deleted right now. So we're back to sexy link again. That's good. But that's where you can find me. Also on, I think it's Thursday the 6th. Me and someone else are doing something called the local election night. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's just us doing local election stuff, comedy-wise, for 7 hours or so. So that'll be fun.
Mark.
So you can follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Mark Grimshaw. There's a little link thing you can click there in the comments. So on May the 6th, that's next Thursday, I'm going to be hosting along with someone else alternative election night coverage for the local elections. And it's going to be on their channel during a bit earlier in the day, and then it's going to be on my channel from 7:30. We're going to be joined by loads of guests to chat shit about politics and to cover the most tedious local elections we possibly could. So get ready for a great night as we try and work out who's going to be Police and Crime Commissioner in the Lancashire area. And also we are doing on the 31st of May, so the May Bank holiday, a 12-hour comedians play countdown stream in aid of the National Autistic Society. We're going to be joined by loads of guests rotating throughout the day to join us and play countdown. That's the show. That's the format.
You see, I bet you'd rather I ask you to plug things now.
I'll be honest. I was going to shout it over the ending anyway.
I know.
And Ella.
Yeah, those of you who don't know me, I'm an author. You can find my most recent book for free in the link that's on Twitch. Other than that, you can find me on Patreon/Ilamimax. That's ELIMAX. No. ELAMIMAX. I'm good at this, I promise. I do words. Yeah, that's all I got. If you want this, harass me on Twitter or something. I'll find a way to send you a copy.
All right, and I'm UMBY WINTERS. I don't do as much on Twitch as I would like to, but I'll get back on it eventually. In the meantime, I will be appearing on Mark's Drunk Comedians Countdown Live. Actually, did you specify, was it drunk, or should I just show up drunk?
You will be drunk, but...
You'll show up drunk anyway.
Oh, is that my reputation?
It's on from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m, so it's up to how much people wish to day drink, but you're going to be in the late shift, so, you know, we expect the UMBY that we know and love.
It's so funny that when I first started on the Manchester circuit, I had jokes about being teetotal. Anyway, so join us in
the Discord after party.
Don't forget to join us on Discord after the show for a Discord after party where we're going to be partying after.
So we're not raiding Ian Lane then?
Oh, we can do that too.
Join us on either the Discord for the after party or follow us to Ian Lane's stream. One or the other.
Don't talk about what I said, please.
In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and join us next month where the Greater Manchester mayoral elections will be decided by blood sport. Glinner discovers neo-pronouns, and somehow Philip dies again. This is Comedy Broadcast Avalanche. And before Mark says whatever he wants to say,
I thought you said you made no predictions.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Bye. It's been a pleasure.